live now. Let me just check the audio. Should be good. That's done. All right, check it out and let me know. The guy with the bald head is talking. Yeah. It's definitely live for 3 minutes now. We add. How I do yours now, since I have. And the music, okay, so then. Hear yourself with? Yeah, so. You hear me too?
But Shakira wasn't American. It's a ton of non-Americans that have done the fucking Super Bowl that y'all never had an issue with. You know what I'm saying? But with what's going on in America right now, what's going on in the presidency, and pure ignorance, and just realistically, there was a balance back and forth where we had a black act, then a white act, then a pop act, then a black act. That rotation has kind of been off. So that's where part of this anger really is stemming from. But I'm like, get somebody that can get it. Like, find a white pop star that can get it, and let's do it. But until then, this is what we got.
Yeah, no one. Naomi, did you want to say something, Naomi?
Yeah, I don't agree with the hate either. Like, it's stupid, it's nonsense. And then like everyone thinks like it's gonna be an all Spanish show. Bad Bunny doesn't just do music in all Spanish, you know, he does English as well. But the hate, it's stupid. You know, we're hating on someone that's American, you know, and I hate hearing it too, you know, especially me being Hispanic as well. It's upsetting that we're trying to get people to come together and we're being divided even more. So I don't like the hate that he's getting. I agree. He deserves that. You know, he worked really, really hard. And, you know, it's going to be a great show. And it's not just going to all be in Spanish. So I'm looking forward to it. So I can't wait to see this, regardless of the hate.
Yeah, hell yeah. So I was looking at the last years, and the last time, if we want to say white American or whatever, to perform was 2019, Maroon 5, but he even brought out Travis Scott and Big Boy. The year before that, Justin Timberlake and the Tennessee Kids. Year before that, Lady Gaga. Year before that, Coldplay. But, you know, Beyonce and Bruno Mars made the appearance. So, you know, this thing is progressively, but you also can't take away from the popularity of the artists that have been on the bill since. You know what I mean? 2020, Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, and Bad Bunny was a part of that performance already. 2021, The Weeknd. 2022, that was kind of like the first real, we got probably the most first real hip hop Super Bowl. That was the year of Eminem, Dre, Snoop, Kendrick, you know, 50 Cent, Mary J. And when do we give Jay-Z credit 2020? Because I think he's only been involved now 5 years. Like this will be his sixth Super Bowl, I think.
Yeah, the Shakira and Jennifer
was the first one, right? That was the first one as far as yeah. So again, I this is where I give Jay a ton of credit, because Jay is not, I don't think he's playing a card. He's just playing who's the hottest act, who's you know, who matches the energy of the biggest, most popular fucking game in the world. You bring the most popular fucking artist to the stage. You know what I mean? It's no brain fucking surgery there. You know what I mean?
The only balancing act to that would be legacy acts, but if it ain't the right legacy act, it ain't gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only quote unquote balance to that. But it's like, again, what legacy artist would you put on the Super Bowl at this point in time? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Britney Spears is in a downward spiral in her life, so you can't bring Britney Spears. You know what I'm saying? You know how they feel about Janet Jackson. Like, legacy wise, who will we do?
They tried to get Taylor Swift. They said Taylor Swift turned it down. Taylor Swift would be the most popular because, I mean, look, she put her album out and 3 million
Yeah, she did
million
big numbers
sales
on
in one
themselves.
day,
Yeah.
and I'm like, people ain't even listen to her stuff, and she's already the biggest artist out there before they even listen to a note on her album. But I
Yeah.
mean, she said she didn't want to do it. But just think about it. She's getting married. She's got this album out, and she's engaged to Travis Kelce. That would have been the perfect Super Bowl, card right there. But
But you know what? This is where I kind of low key give her respect for not doing it though, because she don't need it. She don't need it. You know what I mean? Like she's already a global star. You know what I mean? Like,
and the thing too, with her, she has, like, I was watching something earlier where they were talking about how intentional she is with everything. Like, she drops Easter eggs years in advance for what she's about to do. You know what I'm saying? She's very, very intentional. And it's like there are theories, fan theories, and lore behind, her eras and how this moves into this and how this articulates into this and all these other things. Taylor Swift is very, very intentional. And if it's not part of her master plan, like she's really on some genius level stuff, even though a lot of us don't follow her, a lot of us don't subscribe to what she's doing or has done because that's just not our bag. She is very intentional in what she does. So I don't think the Super Bowl is really something that she really wants to focus on.
I was just talking about that the other day. Like, Taylor Swift been out since like what 2007, 8 or something like that. And out of them years, out of 17 years, I think I only played like maybe 3 or 4 of her songs. Like "Shake It Off" and it's her earlier shit. But we don't really put y'all don't play none of her shit here even. It's like she got new music. We ain't heard none of her shit.
Because it ain't for us though. Right. And that's okay, because there's bigger places than us. And part of her legacy of genius is the fact that she can still get the hearts and minds of 14-year-old girls and relate to them and get them as new fans, and their parents who were 35 years old had been fans of hers since they were that age. And that's something that they can relate to their parents with, kind of like, us guys with the guys with kids that can relate to Marvel movies or Star Wars, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's that balancing act. And that's why it's not for us. And that's perfectly okay. And I saw something on TikTok yesterday where somebody was like, "Oh, I don't listen to Taylor Swift." So they mimicked like they took a Taylor Swift song and they rapped it in like in some rapper's voice. And everybody was like, "Oh, wait a minute, that shit go hard." Like, that shit go hard as hell. Like, had I not known those were Taylor Swift lyrics, I'd be like, damn. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, it ain't for us. And that's okay.
She did
that. We
B.O.B. back in the day, and that was pretty big hit. That Both of Us song. I don't know if y'all remember that song with B.O.B.
Who? Taylor Swift and B.O.B.?
Yeah, she had a song called "Both of Us." That was a kind of a big hit, y'all. I
remember the one she did with Kendrick. I don't know why I can't think of that one with B.O.B.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a good look for B.O.B. That's nuts.
I just think, again, it's a testament to where, again, kind of speaking of what Naomi was talking about, this motherfucking office woke the sleeping giants, yo. He woke what was under the rugs for a lot of years, and he's given, that amount of feeling brave. You know what I mean? That's all. So they're speaking out more before they were scared. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And again, we got 3 more years, y'all. We got 3 more years.
You're crazy. All right.
Crazy.
Yes, digital digging is back. Shout out to Queen B for that one. Queen, want to tell everybody what's going on?
Oh yeah, that was Patience by the College in October, London.
There you go.
I feel like Queen be having them ladies going over there, her little Hartford gigs. I see you, Queen. I see you, Queen. Yeah, that's probably a good situation to pull up to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Cause I'm like, yo, if you pick that, that means you would play that. And if you play that, that's a fly ass spot. So I need to come up there, man. Actually, I'm gonna be in Hartford this Friday. I'll be in Hartford Friday. You doing something on Friday? Let me know. I'll be there for 100 Black women. I think 100 women of color event with my man June Archer.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, I'll be up there. So, Punch, what up?
Oh, my bad. I didn't think you were gonna come to me so quick. Salute. But definitely I'm loving that song right there. That was a vibe right there, Queen B. I'm loving it. We need a Queen B playlist as soon as possible out here. You hear me? You be killing them, sis. I'm loving that right there. And Indiana stand up, October London, South Bend, Indiana. Yes, let's go. And I know
I got one for you. Got one for you.
let's go, man. Listen, we got the Tuesdays coming up. I can't say anything yet until CL does, but we're working on something. I'll just leave it there.
No, fly joint right there. Now the group of colleagues, I don't know nothing about them, but if that's their direction, they might be something to listen to. Queen, do you know if they're on Death Row?
Yeah, they actually are producers. They produced for Raheem, Freddie, and Nipsey and 2 Chainz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
And
that. Dope shit.
production to Carl Powell and Harrison Johnson.
Shifting the conversation a little bit. I know we're supposed to pretty much stay on music, but is anybody getting affected by the government shutdown as of yet? Will this actively affect anybody on this call? I know Quantum has been affected, but is it going to affect anybody else? Or how could this potentially impact our lives?
I got my son maybe potentially got to come home. He works with Yellowstone Park in Wyoming. Is it Wyoming?
Yes.
Yes. And so they are federal employees. So if this takes too long, he's already said he's got to come home. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's happening. He said as of now, though, everybody's just chilling, kind of crossing their fingers that it gets squared away. But if it carries on too much longer, they'll send everybody home.
Wow. Big Red. Barely. You got to turn yourself.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
There you go. One of my closest friends, she works in a federal building here in Dallas. They laid off everybody. Like everyone who works in the federal building, they at first they had the choice of working and not get a paycheck like TSA, but as of now, they are basically at home, not working at all. So it affected one of my closest friends right now.
Yeah, it's definitely going around, man. My man Art said it's all good. His EBT still works.
Word is born.
Also, me being in school, I financial aid, man. I'm like,
well, you low again.
We're supposed to get stipend checks. We trying to hope our stipend checks come in.
Say word. Yeah.
I mean, and this is all happening because just the president doesn't want to give the Democrats what they want. I don't even know really what's going on.
A freaking extension, man. That's all they say. Just extend healthcare. All it is let what's riding continue on, and that's all they want. That's all the Democrats want. And any undocumented person that's in the United States cannot apply. You can't apply. So they're saying that we're trying to give healthcare to undocumented. They can't go back and change what's already been written. You get what I'm saying? So what's been written is what the Republicans approved of. You know what I'm saying? So it's already there. So I'm like, I tell my wife, I'm like, this is crazy that the president got the right to say, okay, look, we'll extend it. That's all he has to do. we'll extend it. He can do an executive order just extend it for another 2 years, another 5 years, however long they want to go. You know,
Please battle over healthcare and trying to cut healthcare down.
basically.
Yeah, but what part of it for everybody? This is getting crazy out here.
Medicaid, the Medicare, you know what I mean?
It might be all of it. I don't know. But this is what's going on in the country. I only bring it up because we got a lot of things happening right now. We sort of all go through our day without necessarily thinking we have to think about it. But I'm just saying, at some point, this stuff could potentially affect us. I don't know how, but you know, just hearing y'all, it seems like it's already potentially hurting some people out here. Go ahead, Punch.
Okay. No, I would say I think it's great that you brought it up, and it's great that we always talk about politics here. We talk about sports, politics, culture. We talk about everything here. This is our therapy session, our thing of ours. That's why I call this thing of ours. We've been doing it for 5.5 years, 6 years. So we talk about everything here. A lot of time we may get our politics from here, literally. A lot of time, what we talk about here. You know what I mean? So the situation that happened a few weeks ago, we was right on here when it happened, when he got shot. I ain't gonna say the name, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right here, live, real time. So,
yeah. Well, we gotta stay tapped in, man. Keep putting ourselves on, putting each other on. Latest music business that I have, Dolly Parton, sister, announced that she's putting up prayers for her sister. Not sure how she's doing with her health. And Gunna announced a 4-continent world tour. He's going to North America, Africa, Europe, and Australia. Apparently, he's no longer a snitch. And other than that,
snitches have become accepted in hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, it's whatever now.
I don't accept it. Certain people I don't play because of that, literally.
No, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Like I said, there's many people that I do not play just I don't fuck with a person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
stand by and go for it.
Oh man, let's play some music.
Yes, sir. Leon Thomas back. I agree with you, Tavani, in there. Like little Prince action in there for sure. Definitely feels like on that kind of vibe. But he's got a new EP he's gonna be dropping the end of this month. So excited to see what the follow-up will be. They're doing crazy with Mutt. He definitely became everybody's radar. I mean, dude is an extremely talented cat, from producer to songwriter to singer, guitarist. I mean, dude does it all. So he is one of the, I think, truer, better musicians of today, which is ill. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Punch?
Oh, my bad. No,
Stop saying my bad, dog. Just jump on. You know what I'm saying? You good.
You know what I'm saying? I could not find the mute button going to screen to screen. But hey, that song really does give them Prince vibes though on that.
Yeah.
That's crazy how he's doing that though, switching from that smooth R&B to like a song like that that's like a dance hit. It does give you Prince vibes, or like maybe even a Morris Day in the Town type of. You can do David Ruffin to that. You can do the David Ruffin to that one. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I love that song.
And that was Leon Thomas.
Leon Thomas the third.
That joint was fire.
Yeah,
fire. There's no way I would have picked that out out of nowhere, because that the record he's famous for is just a completely. I mean, it's a super vibe, but in a whole other direction. This guy's really talented, yo.
Yeah, what has actually been put out there to the world, like aside from just his album, like they've been good records. Like he hasn't put out where you question it whatsoever. You know what I mean? So I think he's one of the ones today, man. Like I said, I would love to hear like him and October London get down on the record together. I think that would be amazing. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so the end of the month, he got a 7-song EP dropping on the 24th. Should be ill.
It's funny because you have these artists that are like forced to do music. You have artists that do it because it's cool and they're just trying to stay hot. Then you got artists that actually they just put out music, like Chris Brown and like this guy. And I'm saying, they don't come around all the time, but he could be here 20, 30 years from now. I
agree.
Many of them will not.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But he's, from what I'm hearing now, I got to go check for all of his shit.
And there still needs to be something, you know, listen, I know everybody's into softwares and everybody's talking to AI shit now, but there's still something to be said about pure musicians. Like Leon Thomas, he plays the guitar, he plays the keys, he plays the drums. It's, same way we talk about Anderson .Paak. You know what I'm saying? And like these cats, because they're true to the craft and true to what they do, like AI is gonna copy from them. You know what I'm saying? But they're the ones setting the tone and setting the bar. You know what I mean? So I do agree. I think Leon Thomas, and again, this is, keep in mind, this is a cat started Nickelodeon, brother. You know what I mean? So he's got the acting chops too. So multifaceted, multi-talented, beyond just music. What up, Punch?
Hey, real quick now, just to chime in on what you said too. I was at the Lakeside Midnight Star, Out Hustling One Way, and Dougie Fresh concert 2 weeks ago, and Lakeside too as well, and just the musicianship of.
Yes.
And I was there on the side of the stage the whole time. It was a hell of an experience. But long story short, seeing them go from the front stage, being the lead singer, to getting on the bongos, getting on the trumpet, but doing a quick move real quick. Shout out to Felton Pilot and Confunction as well. I'm sorry about that. That's my guy. I'm so sorry, Felton, if you ever see this. But man, they would do a dance step and then get on the trumpets. Oh, it was amazing, man. It was amazing, for real.
Yeah, no, that's overall performance shit, yo. I mean, this is why I give like Sierra so much love right now, because she's still one, like dances, you know what I mean, and choreography, like it's just ill all the way around. You know what I mean?
With the trumpet, Raymond, I'm like, wow.
That's right. But that's what I'm talking that showmanship shit. You know what I mean? Like that. These cats been doing it from the 70s like that. Yeah. I definitely want to just give my brother Desi Holloway's props. We had the festival this past Sunday, and speaking of the live music and the rendition, man, we just had a very dope trio of guitarists and drummer and keyboardists and bass. Like they went ham the entire show. It was ill, but my brother pulled this shit off, man. We reached max capacity. I know I've been talking about it a few times with y'all, and it was a hell of a day. It was the first of its kind for a city out here in Oceanside. And again, on an independent level, this artist, Desi, put it all together himself. So we had Too Short pop out. We had Sugar Free pop out. We had Norman Carter, the Delphonics pop out. Keek the Sneak was there. Like it was definitely one for the books. And it was on some real festival type vibes and went from 1 o'clock till 10 o'clock at night. Just ill, just super ill, man. So I just got to give my brother some props. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we see y'all at the next one for sure. It's said to be the first of many. But yeah, man, it was definitely dope, and it was an honor to be a part of it. So inspiring to say. All right, Lil Bop, some of y'all might be familiar with Jay Worthy. He just dropped an album. I'm about to play something off that last week. That is like one of the only kind like that actually on the album. If any of you are familiar with Jay Worthy, he's he a blood out the West Coast, but kind of like on that Larry June type tip. But he went a different, and like that's like the only one on the entire album that kind of got that funky groove. But that one features Levin Cali too, if you guys are familiar with Levin Cali. Levin Cali is a dope artist as well. So the title of that one is Open Minded. The title of the album is Once Upon a Time. Check it out. Y'all get a chance. You'll dig it. On another note, how we feeling about the LeBron clownery?
Oh my God, man.
How we feeling about the LeBron okey doke?
Hey,
The
you
decision.
use your fame to do what you need to do to promote whatever. And he knows that people hang on his every word, especially this late in his career. They hang on every word and everything he's doing. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. Like, playing to, and LeBron is a clown. Like, he loves to joke and play around and stuff like that. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at all.
I was so disappointed though.
Like,
I really thought something was like, I was like, okay, is he telling us, is he finally quitting? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Now I just gotta go get the LeBron Hennessy. You know what I mean?
But when do you think he's gonna actually hang it up? My bad, go ahead, see.
Sound like a baseball captain. Cut it out.
Yeah, big time.
That nigga is baseball capping, man. Tight baseball cap.
Baseball capping is crazy. I got to run with that. That's crazy. That's crazy. But no. But my question is, when do you think LeBron is going to actually hang it up? What year will LeBron say this is my last year? Will it be after this year? Will it be in 2 years? Or do you think he's going to try to pull it off?
So here's the thing. Here's what I think about that. Here's what I think about that. Like, I've been hearing different basketball celebrities talk about when they knew it was time to hang it up. And they're like, hey, like, when I knew I couldn't keep up with this guy, or when, you know, dudes think that they can run you down on a court and these types of things. LeBron's still dominating the way he's dominating. I really think he's gonna go until he can't physically. And the fact that he hasn't had any like super major injuries to sideline him for a long period of time, we might have another 3 to 4 years of this dude at least. At least.
That nigga, let me go have a talk on my knees real quick.
And who said big capping or baseball capping?
Baseball capping.
I said he's baseball capping.
Big cap like this? he got big capping like that.
The word here on the West Coast is he's trying to make it to be he could be in the league till his other son. So he's trying to make some history. He already got Bronny in there. He's trying to get Bryce. You know what I mean? So, you know, so maybe 4 years. I actually, if I take it back, I think Bryce is now a junior.
Like I said, he's gonna go have a meeting with his knees. He's gonna go have a talk with his knees. And he's gonna be like,
he's gonna collapse.
I'm hearing Bryce is nice.
Bryce is nice. I actually got to DJ a basketball tournament with Bryce and the Boozer twins, which was pretty dope out here. And Bryce was nice with it. You know what I mean? I don't think we got to see ultimately all of them, because like some of these things turn into showcases. So it's just kind of like everybody don't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the Boozer twins is there. They balled out. They ended up winning. Their team ended up winning the whole thing. But they actually saying Bryce is going to be better than Bronny. And Bryce is actually, I think, a little bit taller. Yeah.
Well, we'll see, man. We'll see. Shout out to LeBron.
But that shit pissed me off too. I was like, I thought we was getting some real answers. You know what I mean? Nope. All right, little Chi-Town love.
Hey, let me be the first one to say that was a groovy movie, but Gas Station Love is diabolical, yo. That shit is hilarious. And it almost sounds like a Southern Soul joint.
Yeah.
But it's fucking diabolical, yo.
Yeah, this is
Pimping at the Quick Trip is diabolical in its own right. Yo.
I'm saying. No, that's what, like, you know, this young dude, and you right, Tavani, people been took this to the TikTok, to the gas stations, you know what I'm saying?
Some of the soul, man.
But
some of the soul.
But everybody's been giving him love because again, he you know, everybody been saying so I think he's only 23, but he got the voice like he was born in 1970. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he sounds like an old man. Damn.
Yeah, right. No, without a doubt.
Well, I'm saying
like Tyrone Davis or some BB King and shit.
Yo,
yeah, no, people been saying like Sam Cooke. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to B-Tip, Curtis Mayfield. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I definitely get those vibes.
Well, who's the artist?
EJ Jones. A young, fresh 23-year-old. He out the shy. You know what I mean? You know, go like I said, go peek the video. He definitely don't look like his voice. Don't look like his voice.
He look like he's still in high
Chi-Town
school.
is definitely on that Southern Soul and stepping type vibe too. So definitely I can see that being like a Southern Soul, like in that community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, without a doubt.
So I definitely give that the groovy movie stamp. Definitely.
Agreed. What's cracking out in New York? Steve, who's our guest right there? What we doing?
Oh, we got Priscilla in the building, holding it down. You know, she came a while ago, but she's back, you know, spreading some love, some joy. She wanted to pull up and just talk about music and see what's going on. How you doing today?
I'm well. How's everyone? Thank you for having me.
We're good. So have you been a part of the content carnival over there as well?
Excuse me?
So if you've been a part of the content carnival over it as well, that take place after the call.
Yeah, all of the interviews and stuff. She hasn't really done it, but today I think she's gonna jump on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The content carnival.
Yeah.
The content carnival.
Like artist?
You know,
What do you say?
like no, it's all good.
Yeah, I have some experience with it. Not here, but I'm gonna work a little bit tonight.
Right. So we got that. And my man Ark is in the building too. Shout out to Ark, holding it down from Harlem. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So we just doing what we do here and having a pretty interesting discussion on the side. I know we're gonna have our first guest pull up in a second, but just talking about the music, you know, that record, very throwback, like you said, Curtis Mayfield and some of these greats, you know, record before that, super musical, obviously. And we're covering all these great topics, but you know, shout out to my man Wayne. He brought up the fact, like, you know, with all this shit going on in today's day and times, and as musical we are, where's our what's going on? Where's our songs? You know, we were talking about Fight Back. We did it through music. My question is, hip hop scared? Are we scared to put records out that actually challenge the establishment and talk about what's going on?
All right, so since you want to go there, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. The new niggas ain't been none of those records in self-destruction. We all in the same game. These new generation niggas are selfish. Otherwise, they would have put that shit out at least 5 to 10 years ago.
I've been asking for one.
Niggas is selfish.
But
Niggas is selfish.
I've been saying that about our R&B singers too. Like when I say, you know, people give me shit for it, but when I'm like, as big as Beyonce is, where's Beyonce's record like that? Where's Beyonce's Man in the Mirror? Where's Beyonce's, you know, these type things? Like she has done some stand up, you know, some Black Power songs and Black Power movement songs, but I've been saying that for years too. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick has done a few joints here and there. It's a few other artists that have done joints here and there. Is it, I don't want to put it all on the artists because there are people doing it. Let's put it on the consumers for not promoting it, not listening, because they'll do it if we listen.
I think that with Beyonce, I saw a documentary where it showed how she does hers with presentation. She gives back with presentation, not with her lyrics, which is not enough. So.
Yeah, I mean, we could even bring up the Super Bowl performance, right? There was a big statement right there when kind of did the whole Super performance in Black Panther style. You know what I mean? So more artistically speaking,
Exactly.
Old school, I'm gonna let you go. Old school, go ahead, and then I'll speak on it. Go ahead, dog.
I was just going to say real quick. I was kind of like piggybacking on what Bionic said about, you know, they put the music out there. You know, Chuck D had a lot of, you know, on that new album or compilation he had some stuff out there that, you know, was speaking on the truth and how the environment is. And he even had that song 2025 warning us about what Trump was going to do. But did it get any airplay? Was it pumped? Nobody, you know, you're not giving them, we're complaining about not having these songs, but when we do have them, we're not pumping them out there for everybody, you know, to be exposed to. You know, we're pumping up the gold, the bubble gum music, you know, the Sexy Reds and all that. You know, they getting all the hype, man.
They get all the funding.
And isn't that what the problem is, man? I mean, look, it's a risk. You know, it was more of a risk, you know, back in the 70s, et cetera, with Curtis Mayfield. You know, you have Marvin Gaye, you know, being like the theme, even though the white folks got on board. Look, and white folks are not loving this either. You know, I mean, you have the most powerful culture on the planet, hip hop. We got to be doing more to influence folks. What's the next jam? What's the next dance? I mean, we got TikTok, we got all kinds of stuff. I think our young brothers, you know, even through this discussion, if in our communities, it's like, this is for real, man. This dude is looking to take us down. You never seen nothing like this in American history, even back to the slavery days. Now he's talking about not even paying people with the TSA. You're not getting money at all. So we're in a serious position, man. And I hope we find someone that has the courage. Maybe it'll be some independent artist that we don't know about yet, but somebody got to open that gate, man, because they got to speak. Nobody speaks to hip hop like hip hop. And as a, you know, former school DJ, I know what we saying is one thing, but the youngsters is thinking we have some super talent studio, man. They can get that stuff, man, rip something up in the next 5 minutes. Somebody has to, they got to care, man, and understand what this is about. So that's what I want to share, man. This is really stressful for me, being in the political and in the fashion realm. This beautiful young lady here, she does everything, man. I mean, you catch her on the runway, you know, she's interviewing, she's killing it, man. So I'm happy, you know, to have a team of people, face beauty models. But, you know, she's the key right here, you know. And that's just where we are, good brothers and sisters. So obviously, I dropped that on CL. This brother's really tight. I'm telling you, he legit. You know, there ain't a lot of legit people in the world, but CL legit.
I think, I'm sorry, CL, real quick. I think what Bionic said does not need to be missed and needs to be elevated even higher. The consumer has to want it. This is people. People on this call already know I hate talks like this because that stuff is out there, y'all. Like, it's out there. It's people out there making that type of music. You have to want to hear it as a consumer, and consumers have to want to pass it along, and other consumers have to want to hear it. I think that's the bottom line. It's not about artists doing it. The ears have to want to hear it and accept it. That's what's not happening. I just want to keep that there. It's what Bionic said. I just wanted to elevate that.
I think that's I do agree. There are records out here, no question. However, I think the point that I was trying to make is that our superstars, the ones that already have the attention, I don't care if it's a Kai Cenat, who's not even he doesn't even have to make music. He just has to say something. Or you know, whoever, you know, that's on our quote unquote charts that run the algorithm, et cetera. I don't hear them saying anything. And sometimes you need somebody to spark it. Like I said, Marvin Gaye, he sparked that back in the day. You know, other people that sparked that risked it. James Brown, you know, they risked the pushback from the government and from other people.
Can I say something?
My question again is, are we scared?
Can I say something?
People are scared. Hell yeah, go ahead.
It's also up to the DJs, because DJs, let's be honest. When the last time y'all played with All in the Same Game? When the last time y'all played Self-Destruction? When the last time y'all played the Panthers joint, the lady version, or the You Will Know record?
Hey, I play You Will Know 6 times a year.
No, I'm not talking about 6 times a year. I said, when is the last time you played it?
I played it 2 months ago.
You played it?
I played it last week.
2 months is too long.
Nah, I'm with you. No, bro. I'm with
about you should be playing it all the time. 2 months is too long. I play this shit every day on my radio show. Every day.
But fight the power.
There is no excuse. If you're in a position as a DJ, if you're on the radio, there's no reason why you shouldn't be playing all that shit if you're talking about trying to make
quick, before we get into it even deeper, we do have our first guest.
Yeah. That's what I said. And we could go deep down the rabbit hole right here. My final thought, the only thing I was going to say about it all, capitalism has replaced anybody caring about anything. Everybody is attached to brands. Everybody's worried about losing brands. Everybody's, you know what I mean? So you get too political, you run the risk of losing bread. And especially in this day and age of the internet, like instant backlash, people are scared of. So to answer your question, I do think people are scared just because there's too much money attached to people's art today. So that would be my 2 cents. You know what I mean? But with that being said, I'd really love to hear this from an artist standpoint too. So we have our first guest with us today. Goes by the name of 2012. We did figure that out. Representing for Atlanta, correct? Am I right about that, love?
Yes, I'm from Atlanta.
All right. 2012 in the building, y'all. We got a multi-talented young lady with us as well. I don't know if you caught any of this discussion coming in. You know what I mean? A little heavy.
A little the telling.
You know what I mean? But
Raymond, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Turn her camera horizontally so we can get the proper.
Yeah. Are you on your phone? Can we get you to turn your camera horizontal? Your phone?
Yes.
There we go. So we all uniform. You know what I mean?
Okay. Got you.
All right. So yeah, like I said, kind of tapping on the conversation. You know, we were talking about where is because, you know, the statement has said music is oftentimes a reflection of society, right? Hip hop has been very adamant, you know, with the power to the people records, whatever. We haven't really got one of those in a long time. So I'm curious for you as an artist, how do you even feel about that statement? Is it something that is somewhat important to you as well?
For hip hop not getting a certain kind of light, is that what is the question specifically?
No, just maybe more like meaningful songs. You know what I mean? I don't know your age, but you know, we talk about self-destruction. We all in the same gang. Those was all collectives coming together and speaking on the wrongs of what's going on. And I don't feel like we've really gotten a record like that in quite a while. So
Well, I would disagree. I feel like Kendrick does a great job, and him dropping his album last year was a great representation of that and putting rap under an amazing spotlight again, especially for him being, just when it comes to his pen, so super dope. Whereas there's also a lot of underground rappers that are very much speaking on real topics that just don't get the platform that they deserve. And especially with the time that we're in just in society right now, being with everything going on, like as far as politics go, people also are just kind of leaning more towards what a lot of people will call just like the recession music, which is really just like the dance and the feel good kind of, like, they just don't want to think too much right now because the world is just in such a crazy place. So I do know that hip hop at the moment isn't really what it used to be, I'd say maybe 5-10 years ago. But I do know that life is like a cycle. So things come and go, and everything kind of has its time and its place. But I do feel like Kendrick was like a perfect example of being able to talk about something real, put out that album, and get everyone listening to it.
Yeah, Kendrick's name was brought up for sure. You know what I mean? If you know, we can throw Cole in the mix as well, as far as like, you know, talking that talk a little bit. You know what I mean? So I guess, you know, we can give them their shine. You know, but and again, didn't mean to bring you in on the super heavy. You know what I'm saying? As far as it goes, you know what I mean? Because I got to hear your music, and I know you are definitely in another fun realm as well. So energy, great energy at that. So again, welcome to the call, everybody. 2012 is a name. We were all trying to figure out how we say that right. So we got it, those. But please introduce yourself to the call, man. We got DJs from all around the country on here.
Hey, my name is 2012. The 12 is in Roman numeral for all those that might get confused. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I started at a very young age in girl groups and at the age of like 9. And so it's been a little minute, but I'm still new, still a baby to the game, really, in a way. And so my music now is just a representation of confidence, being bold, standing in the power of who I am and who you are. And I just want to represent that energy for everyone.
Now, I know you got some dance in your background. Is there some of that as to what motivates the music you're making?
Yeah, for sure. In a way, I'm always going to be a performer, an artist, a performer. Dance is always going to be included in what I'm, just my art, my creativity in general. But the kind of music, like Spin, the song that you guys are about to listen to, is definitely just kind of like not so choreo based, but just like, you know, whatever comes out when your body moves is like, just feels good. It just feels good. So
I love it. All right. Well, I think that's a good segue for us to go on and run it. Again, we got 2012, youngster out of Atlanta. Check this one out, y'all. The title of this one is Spin. Hey, the woman. Hey, the woman. 2012 is the name to join the Spin. A lot of love in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we got a lot of people that spin a lot of house on here too as well. So that's why I was like, yeah, no, we need to get it wrong. We need to, you know, catch the vibe. But super ill. No. Love it. I dig the vibes. I do a lot of various events, so that definitely would work. You know, that's fashion show vibes is what first comes off to mind. You know what I'm saying? Big catwalk. You know what I mean? I know that works heavy in the LGBTQ scene too as well. That one go heavy over there, I'm sure as well. You know what I'm saying? So,
That is a groovy movie, yo. Let's put it like this: there hasn't been a commercial house record like that since what? Crystal Waters, CC Peniston.
Yeah.
Technotronic, Pump Up the Jam. They kind of remind me of that
Yeah,
song.
Technotronic. It ain't been no house commercial record since then. So this is dope, and it's groovy. So
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I give it a groovy movie stamp. Yeah, why not?
There it is. There it is. Now, 2012. You're spending most of your time in LA now.
I am. Yeah, I'm based
Okay.
out here, but I always go back and forth.
Okay, well, make sure to tap in with C Styles, Coalition DJs. They do a new music Monday every Monday. So, you know what I mean? They're always down to, bringing new artists, new talent. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Make sure you link up with me, yo.
Yes, I would appreciate that. And I saw him dancing in the back.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. Your entourage back there. See, they was grooving.
That's one of my other DJs on my Coalition team. That's DJ Butcher K.
Hi, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we definitely give it the groovy movie stamp. So yeah, you definitely got one right there. I say, get with me. Let me get your info. Bring you down in the Music Mondays. Let's see what we can make something shake.
Yes, I would love that. Thank you.
For sure. What's the vibe in New York? See, what's the vibe in New York? You got a big audience with you.
Yeah, man, it's continuing to grow. Shout out to 2012. It's a big conversation going on. First of all, I want to say within 3 seconds of the song being played, Priscilla was like, "I love it." I like it. It was over. It was over. I'll let everybody say their opinion, and then I'll say what I think. But go ahead.
I love it. It's definitely feel good music. I felt the vibe as soon as it started playing. I said, "That's a definite hit." Yeah. You could play that anywhere. I could hear that playing like at a club in Canada here, and I see it going like intercultural, like any, you know what I mean? White people, black, everybody would love it. It's just a vibe. I love it. Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Look, and as a DJ and as a producer of fashion shows, I would play that all day, every day. You got to hook for the DJs, you got to hook for the people. You know, the vibe, the break was sweet. And it's different. It's house, but it's not house. It's like you have your own little thing, almost like that Dua Lipa type of thing, and your vibe goes with it well too. I mean, you got a great look. We're talking about how much you look like Kelly, No doubt. And so I think you have a hit. I think there's not many songs you hear that are ready, like radio ready. I can't think of much you could put on it, but again, it's like, in fact, I'm gonna see about playing that at my next show. And if I do 2012, I'm gonna let you know. Okay. So Wayne Winston on Instagram, and wishing you the best of luck. So on to the next panel.
My name is Steve Harlem. I thought it was dope. Took me back to, I ain't gonna tell you how old I am, but it took me to the 80s, like that techno house kind of sound. You know what I mean? Like, it was nice. I like it. The BPMs was up, and I could see hearing this song like almost anywhere, like an H&M, kids party, or while you're driving, while you're working out, like, like it's really like up there. It wouldn't put you to sleep, that's for sure. I like this song. Good looking out.
I wanted to add to that. Respect to you, Queen, for doing you, not trying to follow the trend or whatever. You got a hit right there. And I respect that so much. Your uniqueness and you doing you, not doing what everything, everybody else is doing. We don't need any more of that anyway. Excellent.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll second what everybody said. I think the courage and the boldness was dope about it. And then you just having your own look. Obviously, the sound speaks for itself. I really want to hear more because I think the story is interesting. Black girl, Atlanta, grew up, and I don't know what those records sounded like when you were younger, but finding yourself to this sound and being bold about it and being you about it, I think that's a dope story. Now you're in LA, working with producers internationally, doing your own thing. My question is, what do you want to see happen for yourself over the next 2 years?
2 years? Oh my gosh. I want to put out an EP or an album. I want to go on tour to any capacity. I just want to travel really and go to other places and experience the music there and just learn from other places and people. That's where I feel the best creativity and art really comes from, is just getting out into the world and connecting with people. And so doing so, I feel like is really my duty as an artist. That's just ultimately connecting with people in any way, shape, or form.
Awesome. And now, who produced this record?
Yes, Alden's song. So it was a collaborative in which he wasn't able to make it today, sadly, but he would have been here. And it was crazy. We were in the studio, but we had met like a month prior to getting in the session. And I had literally the lyrics, like I always record on my voice memo, just ideas or melodies that I have. And so when we were in our session, I was like, oh, well, I have this melody like in my voice memo. And so he literally just created the production to it. Within 2 hours, we had everything laid down, and it is what it is today. So yes.
Awesome. Well, keep going. We here with you, man. It was a great, pleasant energy off the top. Everybody just started talking, and that was up. So that's how you know you got something.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
How do we find you? How do people find you? I mean, I think that's critical. Sometimes we take for granted how we find you, because that song is ready right now.
Yes, and it's out. It is out everywhere. Alden's song on his platforms, on both of our platforms, and on mine is 20XII. That's 2012, and it will pop up on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, all across the board for both Alden and I. And he's a DJ as well, too.
Okay.
And he's from New York, too.
Oh, word.
Yes. Yes.
Shouldn't have said that. Anyway.
And he an Asian cat, huh?
He is. He's mixed, yes.
Okay. What? Frat, you there? Mr. Anton Sparks?
What's good, everybody? Hey, 2012. It is very nice to speak to you. Very nice to meet you. I really enjoyed that track. I'm tasked with finding some Afrobeat and some new talent for an international homecoming in Ghana in March, and then we have a few spots for the September Live Nation event. I'm very interested in getting information, maybe getting a drop from you for this song to promote that event in Ghana and maybe some other things. So please make sure CL has a way for me to get in touch with you. It is very nice to meet you, and I love the track.
You too, and I'm super down. I'm excited. I would love to. We can definitely make that happen.
Ma, do you know how to use the chat here on the Zoom? Hello, are you there? Am I on mute? Hello.
Good. We can hear you.
Okay. 2012. Are you familiar on how to use the chat?
On how to use this chat, like
the chat in the Zoom?
Yes.
Like if you want to drop your contact in though, whether it's email or if you just want people to like reach out to you on the gram or whatever.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And then while you do that, do you mind if I play give it to you on the sped up version?
Oh yes.
Okay. Just get some more flavor. Get some more flavor. Check this out, y'all. 2012, another release of this year. Give it to you. All right. So I know that was because you did a sped up to what originally was like a ballad for that joint, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Did that one? Well, I should say, was that a lead up to Spin then, as far as kind of giving us the little bit more of the sped up version?
No, kind of just like an in between for something for my supporters to have, and also just like playing around with different things. But I have for a minute really been wanting to get into like the dance house music space, but just like finding my own way to do that. And Give It To You was just like, this is an amazing song. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like exactly what I would put out like, frequently, but it was just like, this has to go out. It has to be out. And then why not drop some remixes to it? So.
Hell yeah. No, that's the wave right now. I mean, a single now comes with a sped up version, a slowed down version. You know?
Yes. Everything. Yeah. They want it all. They want it all.
Yes. Have you done any background dancing for anybody?
Background dancing? No. Well,
no? Okay.
Wait, maybe sometime, maybe like as a little girl.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm just feeling like if you in the performance realm, and again, just reading with you being having dance in a bit, I just imagine to perform the spin, that's gonna come with mad energy right there. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I know you got songwriting in your repertoire as well. Any particular songs you can link that maybe you've been a part of or anything like that, or
I haven't like worked with someone and put something out with someone. That's still definitely going to happen down the line, like within that 2-year span or just in the future in general. But I would love to like write for someone. That's definitely like on my bucket list for sure.
Who are you listening to now that you were like, I think I could write for them?
Oh my gosh, there's so many dope artists. Let me think. Party of Two, maybe like, oh my gosh, just collaborating with them on writing something. I'm like, I love them. They're about to go on tour and drop an album, and they're so super dope. And gosh, there's so many. Journey Montana, I love her. That's like, shout out to her. She's an incredible singer, R&B, just like playing around. I love music across the board, whether it's country, pop, everything. So my pen is very versatile.
Excellent. Well, I mean, like I said, it works to your favor to be able to do things universally. You know what I'm saying? So, and to kind of piggyback off what Homegirl in New York said, like I said, the song doesn't box you in at all. Like that's good. That reaches every culture, every country, every whatever, you know what I mean? So, wish you the best of luck with that, man. So, we're wrapping up 2025, looking at 2026 already. It's crazy how fast time is going. What are the plans for the rest of the year and looking at the top of the year for you?
I have another treat coming out, another song coming soon, top of November. So stay tuned. And so far, like outside of Spin, like they're like neck to neck for me. Like I'm obsessed. I can't wait for my people to hear it, for y'all to hear it. It's definitely high energy, but I'm giving you more lyrics, giving you more a lot more in the song. So you're gonna be like, yeah, it's a lot, but it's cool. So I'm super excited for that. And just performing, really. Like I love the energy that I get from just going out and performing and the crowd engagement. So yeah, I'm like two different people. Like here, you might get like a little bit, but on stage, you're gonna be like, who is that? So yeah, that's what I would say.
Well, listen, in LA, I'll say, listen, go get familiar with the DJs in Hollywood. There's a lot of that type of action going on for that type of music right there. So, listen,
I gotta go out to New York.
Hey, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Alden already out there. I don't know why you haven't already.
Well, he's out there too.
Wait, what you ask? What you ask?
She said she's trying to go out to New York.
Yeah, I heard her say that. Everybody got all excited and whatnot.
Yes.
Like, they are in love with you over here, by the way. It is like you have completely won over the room over here. They are going crazy. They're like, well, we were like, wait a minute, we got to do a music conference and a festival. We got artists like this.
Yes. No, definitely. I'm down. New York is where the energy is, for real. No shade to anywhere else. I love it.
You all got some flavor, but no, we'd love to have you out here. No, there's a lot of discussions happening around you and this music because it's almost like, none of us really heard of you. And sometimes we get artists, sometimes we get artists like yourself that completely just blow everybody away. And everybody's like, feeling better. So
yeah, want to give it to you. Yeah, that's a great song. I like that. It's like grown and sex.
And it definitely, I love it. Like what he's saying, it shows your versatility. You know what I mean? Like camera.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Well, listen, you young, you got a whole lot to go. And like where you are now, be careful, like having the right handlers sound like you do so far, because the talent is there. This is a crazy business. And, we were talking earlier about how people get seen, how to get heard, the market that you're in, New York versus Atlanta versus LA versus Texas, so you have a lot of talent. And the song that you did, your voice is so clear. There's a lot in that crowded genre that you're in, and everybody's trying to sound like somebody else, but it's like that voice, that gift that God gave you is different. I mean, you can hear clearly, you enunciate, you hear words in the song. It's just like fire, man. So it's both ends, you're killing it. I think you at the beginning of a very long and successful performance history, and I know we can't wait to see you. So I'm going to shut up with that, man. You inspiring. Yes, that's what we missing. Video. You have a video here.
Do you have a video for the song?
Do I? Yes, actually, for both I do. I have For Give It To You, the remix with Isaac Ryan Brown is out on my YouTube channel. That's 20XII. And also for Spin, we have one on my YouTube channel as well.
Yes, sir. I'm the guilty.
Hold on.
No. I promise you. You just look it up. You look it up and it's there. Let me know if you need help.
No more. All right.
No more.
Back to you, Raymond.
All right, man. Well, 2012 was the name. Y'all get familiar. Fresh 21, bouncing back and forth between LA and Atlanta. And it sounds like maybe a New York trip is coming very, very soon. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, love. Thank you for joining the call, man. Great energy, great music. And we'll be looking forward to what's happening. You said November, huh? November, we got another treat coming?
Yes.
All right. All right, y'all. Well, she dropped her info in the chat. Make sure you go follow her at 20XII, 20XII on the double. Track down DJ Alden as well, the producer on that song right there for Spin. And wish you nothing but the best, love. Great energy to you.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. That is the title of Business Merger, the name of that one. Yeah, them two was nasty together. Together.
That was definitely a groovy movie, Greaseball, yo. That was
big movie.
Oh man, yeah. That's what hip hop is missing. Yeah. Yes.
I just like the way they both have got on the mic, man. Because like I said, we both know them primarily as producers, but the mere fact that they stepping on the mic now is a beautiful thing. A beautiful.
Yeah. It's definitely like great to see. Like they feeding off of each other.
Yes,
like the last joint that they did, where they actually had a video for, and they was just
going back and forth.
Yeah, on the MP and like it was like, oh man, I ain't seen this before, but it was dope. It was definitely a groovy situation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't forget this Friday. Speaking of Alchemist, that Mob Deep drops this Friday.
Yep. Everybody is definitely hyped for that one.
They also they mentioned, I knew it was gonna happen. The Big L is next, and that's coming on.
Yep.
What? Big L is next.
Yeah, Big L is next.
Yeah, man, I've been telling y'all that. So I'm telling you, the Mass Appeal.
Yeah, I'm saying this is all that Mass Appeal shit, right?
Yeah, they're trying to get all this stuff out before the end of the year, and I knew they was gonna have to double up on a month. But if Big L is coming October, that means we're gonna get the De La Soul in November. You're gonna more than likely get that Nas and Premiere in December, and I wouldn't be surprised if he puts that out on Christmas, like he did that Magic joint.
Wow.
They sitting on some heat.
A little bit of a discussion over here about that, the last record though. Because we did, Art said something that made sense. The beat was crazy, undeniable. We were just nodding our head. The only issue we had was that we don't remember not one lyric. That's the
people was quoting them in the chat. You know what I mean? Circle so small, looking like a dot.
Man, check the chat.
Is it just us?
Yeah, y'all really wasn't paying attention. Y'all was too busy conversating.
Yeah, y'all talking over there.
Y'all slipping for real.
Yeah.
Y'all slipping for real. Don't start that. Don't start that.
I'll play it back. I don't know, man.
Nah, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. These dudes was spitting in bars, yo. I don't know.
Nah, they was going. Taking meetings with my shirt tucked in. You know what I'm saying? Grown folk business.
I gotta listen again.
Run it back on.
The beat was very.
So you know what? Run it back on them, man, because this time they can't talk to each other while they listening to the song. I'm trying to multitask and the shit ain't working. So goddamn it.
We'll run it back. We'll run it back after our next guest, though, man. Gotta show love to the homie, man, out my way. Legendary rapper Shadow. You still on? Did we lose him real quick? I could have swore I saw a screen. There we go, Mr. Shadow. Mr. Shadow, you still there, my brother? I see his window. He might be well, then we might have to run the business merger back. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. You know what I mean? West Coast is. Here we go. Check it out. Oh, not that. That is not it. My apologies.
Yeah, I'm here. My bad.
Okay. What up, Shadow? How's it going, brother?
What's going on, man?
Man, good. Glad to get you on here. You able to turn your camera on? Where you at?
Yeah. Hold on real quick. There we go.
All right. And if you can, brother, if you can turn your phone sideways so we can get the little horizontal view.
All right, cool.
There we go. All right, man. If y'all ain't familiar, Mr. Shadow, long legendary West Coast MC out my way, San Diego, California, man. Making big waves with this latest record. I mean, getting the feature alone, G. Getting the feature alone, I know was huge, huh?
Yeah, man. It's myself featuring Ice Cube and Cocaine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is Cocaine jumping on with us today?
He's supposed to. I think he's still sleeping though, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a night owl.
shouts to the homie Lil Uno. We just got together this past weekend for Desi's festival out here in Oceanside too, man. So
Nice.
he got down with Norman Carter on stage and stuff like that. But like I said, Shadow, I know you OG in the game, man, coming up out of San Diego, the whole nine. You know what I mean? You know, we always talk the legendary MCs from out our way, you know, J.O. and Mitchie, Uno, you know what I mean? And your name definitely is in that conversation as well. So good to see you back, you know, 2025, you know what I mean? Still getting to this heavy, man. And this is I think a great record to kind of pop back out to, man. So how's all the response been?
Man, it's been great. Everybody's embracing it, bro. It's like a breath of fresh air for the West Coast. So, you know, we're running with it.
Yep, indeed. Yep, indeed. And you've been rocking with Cocaine now for quite some years, right?
Yeah, like 25 plus.
Yeah. You know, I've kind of been watching, you know, and we've had this conversation with Mitch before and everything like that. Because so keep in mind, Shadow, we got DJs from all around the country right here, New York, Indiana, Atlanta, all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And there's a stigma around musical artists anytime kind of San Diego's mentioned. And I would love to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, we always get overlooked, bro. You know, we don't have a hub, if you will, of, you know, like LA has all the labels, everybody lives over there. So we've always had to travel to LA to go take care of business, man. But back in the early 90s, we created a genre, and it was so big that, you know, we actually got a section on when we used to have Tower Records or Sam Goodies and all that. It used to be, you know, hip hop and then Chicano rap. I'm not with the categorizing, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And you know, it's been 30 years and still relevant. I always ask the question though, why wasn't Eminem white rap? Why wasn't House of Pain Irish rap? You feel me? But we're Chicano rap, and it is what it is, man. But that's how I look at it.
Yeah, no. I've forever asked the same question, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it does create a division. It does create a division. It's like almost like sides had to be chosen or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I feel you 100% though. But talk a little bit about this record coming together, man, because if I'm not mistaken, just looking at the history, I don't think Frost got with Cube, right? So are you the first Mexican cat to actually get the collab with Cube?
Yeah, I'm the first, and you know, Cube just blessed me, man, and he keeps on, you know, supporting the record, and yeah, he's behind it. It's not just a whatever song for him. He actually invested time, and he's still supporting the record. And you know, shout out to him because he could have just said no, you know, but he heard my verse and he said, "Cool, I'm fucking with you." So.
Yeah, no, Cube's definitely tapped in with us. You know what I mean? Cube as a West Coast cat, and I said like he's definitely shown the love throughout his career as well. You know what I mean?
He did something with Be Real from Cypress Hill, but
yeah,
you know, with a Chicano homie from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think Be Real Cuban though, right?
I think he's half Cuban, half Mexican.
Yeah. I can't remember fully, but I don't think he's fully. But either way, beyond whatever, man. I think this is this. I mean, I guess the thing I trip on is like, again, for yourself, 30 years in the game. Why do you think now this was able to come together?
All God's timing.
All God's timing. All God's timing. All right. Shadow, Amanda, he's speaking what he's speaking. Let me play this. I'm gonna play the video though for everybody, just because I dig it, man. This thing's a crazy movie. So we got Mr. Shadow, Ice Cube, and Cocaine, y'all. This is a joint certified G's, some West Coast flavor. Check it out. All right, Joe. Shadow, Cocaine, Ice Cube, certified G's. Like I said, I want to make sure we showed that video because y'all put some effort into that thing, man. The real movie right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope filming it too.
Yeah, super ill. Said we ain't the same. You testify. You know what I'm saying? A lot of views and likes lose your life. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of bars in the joint, man. So super ill.
Hey.
Miss Naomi G, what you got?
Hey, what's good, everyone? So my name's Naomi G. I'm with Blazing 420 WPAM radio. Mr. Shadow, man, what a pleasure
You muted yourself.
Sorry, my bad. I'm at the
you
grocery store. I'm on mom duties. But I just want to say, first of all, it's such an honor to meet you. I have been bumping your music since I was a kid, you know, going down the cruise, going to the car shows and everything. So thank you for that. This collaboration was great. It's really good to see you come together with OG Cocaine and also Ice Cube. I'm sorry, I'm a little starstruck right now.
we see it. It's all right.
Like,
it's all right.
Anybody on this call can tell you I ain't never gotten like this. But with you, here I am. So it's such an honor to meet you. I do work with Blazing 420 WPAM Radio. We're a radio station on over 40 platforms, and we're working on bringing a Latino version of that. So I would really love to collaborate with you and maybe get you on some of our shows and our podcasts and stuff with that.
Absolutely, yeah, just get at it.
Definitely. So what's the best way for anyone to reach you?
You can hit me on my Instagram at Mr. Shadow 619.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll be sure to give you a follow and I'll reach out to you. So be on the lookout for that. Again, it's such an honor to meet you.
Thank you. Likewise.
Sorry, I was a little kind of discombobulated over here, but
That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, Norman. That's all good. That's genuine love. That's genuine fan love right there. That's genuine fan love right there. And
thank you.
What part of Texas you in, Naomi?
So I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay. I know you familiar with Texas, Shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like I said,
the station, the radio station, we're everywhere. We're on over 40 platforms. We're everywhere. So I'll get with you on that soon. And thanks, guys. I'm going to put myself on mute now.
You can also hit me on MrShadow.com.
Okay, I got you. Thank you.
C-Styles, what up?
Naomi G, it's okay to shoot your shot, man. You know what I mean? Just shoot your shot. It's okay. It's all right. We all family up in there. Nah, Shadow, what's good, homie? Yeah, man. You linked up with the OGs, man. We just had, me and my man Funky. We were just working on Ice Cube's last 2 albums. And Cocaine is here in Atlanta a lot, so we see him a lot. Because RG just got a house down here, so he be hanging with Warren a lot.
Yeah.
So I like the collaboration. It feels like the 90s West Coast sound, and I'm loving that because I was a big fan of the 90s West Coast sound. So it's a groovy movie to me, man. It's going to work. So, I mean.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it, man. Let's do it.
Sir. Cool.
I know, love the CC. I know K-Day showing the record some love. You get this Power real? Have they tapped in at all?
I believe Jay Cruz from The Beat just did.
Okay. What?
Waiting on Big Boy, man. He lagging.
Yeah, so that all be the real. So okay, nothing for Power. I'm surprised not even like Brown Bag wasn't able to rock with it.
Not that I know of, man. I haven't caught up with my publicist, but she's the one that lets me know who hit us up or whatever. Yeah, man, I'm hoping to get on it soon.
Yeah. Word. I mean, and even for yourself, like, cause I know, like, I go back, we both know Z90, we both know Blazing 989, you know what I'm saying? So, like, at least with Blazing, they took the opportunity to play those kind of records in the day. You know what I mean? How do you feel about the radio play today, or even is radio even is that a goal for you anymore today?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, radio's what made Shadow, which was Jamming Z90 back in the days. Lisa Vasquez, the program director, she's the one that had me on tour with Lighter Shade of Brown with one song when I stepped into that radio station with just one song to show them, and after that, she just threw me on a tour with Lighter Shade of Brown, and yeah, from there, it was either a make or break moment. I said, if the radio plays it, I'm gonna pursue this, but if they don't, then this will be just for myself, and that's it. But man, the response was crazy off of that first song. So, here we are 26 albums later. And
26 albums later, bro. That's super ill. Yeah. Super ill. Salute to that, for no doubt. Inspire Radio, you there?
Yeah, this is Ronaldo from Rhythm 105. Rhythm 105.9 FM in the Bay. And I feel like my audience right there, they will really rock with that. I definitely, when it come out, I'm definitely gonna spin that. And I want to talk to the program directors and see if we can get you an interview on the station. Like when they don't have like some stuff running, because I know they're gonna rock with that for real. Like, and then I could run it on my show weekly. So I definitely would love a drop. But yeah, that's my type of music right there.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it.
Word. Yeah, we'll get this the DJ pack up on Digiwaxx ASAP. What's up, C? What y'all feeling in New York?
Man, we've been vibing and chilling, man, and loving the love, man. Shout out to Naomi G. That was like a classic moment. The way she showed love. That was dope, man. That just shows like, your name, it carries weight and respect and love. First of all, love the record. Love what the record means on a bigger scale too. One of the things we were talking about over here is the fact that, there was a time where you had beef or contention between Latinos and Blacks. And this is a representation to me of everybody's coming together, getting past bullshit. We're moving together, Black and brown, brown and Black. That's one of the beautiful things about time, understanding. We live in same conditions a lot of times, right next to each other, but the mentality's not there. So I think it's a significant record as well. And one of the other things that we were talking about is the fact that, when Cypress Hill came out, Funk Dubious and Beatnuts and whatever, we never looked at it as like Chicano rap or Mexican rap. We never said we just rocked with it. We loved it off the top. And the question I was looking at, I was like, well, where the hell did that term start coming in at? Because it wasn't us that was like, yo, this is a genre thing. And I was wondering, was this something that was created to divide people? Now, I'm not saying it was, but I'm questioning it because it never started out like that for us. We just played, we was hype. So what's your thoughts on that?
I think it has a lot to do with the culture and the way, the few of us that were doing music, it was more G-Funk and lowrider circuit, if you will, you know what I'm saying? And it was homies from different neighborhoods, like, Funk Dubious and everybody, they came out and they were more hip-hop, it's more backpack, more of a, I don't want to say New York sound, but it was just more hip-hop, if you will. And we started using, so, we started sampling oldies and old school. Like my older homie was doing a remaking of Mary Wells and Smokey Robinson, and I wanted to be different, so I came out and I was sampling One Way, Houdini, and my first song was More Bounce to the Ounce Split. So I think it has a lot to do with that, and being that we were all Chicano rap. Well, we were Chicanos more than anything, in the neighborhood, and I think that's what the term came about.
Got it. Yeah, because again, and I was questioning because I think you clarified it, because I do feel like sometimes there'd be some divide and conquer going on in terms of like, yo, we're going to create these terms to sort of, it's one thing to identify, it's another thing to use it to divide.
To categorize, yeah.
Right. We're not going to play this because it is whatever. Like you made a point, like, Irish rap, or if it was, people can use things in words and whatnot. But just going back to the music, dope record, man. And again, I love the fact that it's a united thing for the West Coast, and I think it just sets a good trend and energy for people to make music together, no matter what the fuck. Like, stop using the reason to not unite and use it for the positive, because we got a lot of things coming at us, and the more we work together, the stronger we are.
No, absolutely. And I always say, there's no unity without community. There's no community without unity. You know what I'm saying? And the word is in that word, community. You know what I mean? So I'm a firm believer that, without unity, there's no community. And I think we're stronger in numbers. And there ain't a better time to come together than right now with everything that's going on, And I mean, I've collaborated with people from New York and down south, and like the homies Lazarus Top Don. He's from Brooklyn, I believe.
Bronx, Lazarus.
The Bronx.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my dude,
Lazarus.
man.
Shout out to Lazarus. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
and DJ Who Kid, he be messing with my music. He plays my music on Shade 405 all the time, even before I actually exchange words with him. So yeah, man. I mean, the love is there, and I love. I got a lot of people in the East Coast. I was out there on the Hot 97 float with Daddy Yankee, and I forgot who else for Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Oh, word. That was just the cast.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, man. So I go to the East a lot, and yeah, man. I just want to collaborate with whoever wants to work, man. I'm down to collaborate and bridge that gap. Whether it's East Coast, West Coast, down south, it doesn't matter, man. We're all the same. We're all people at the end of the day, and let's just work.
Yeah, man. You guys want to say anything? Mr. Shadow on the building.
I like the music, though. Definitely dope. Definitely.
I appreciate you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Ice Cube type of style. I heard his voice, but I'm like, yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
see, go ahead, Shadow.
I'll be in New York. I think early next year too. I'll be performing at I think it's Fashion Week. I think it's the main stage. My boy's a designer, and so I'll be out there. Hopefully I can link up with some of you guys.
I bet.
Well,
I think and I've talked about it before. And Shadow, I know California deals with its own set of politics when it comes to hip hop as well too. The divide from Northerners and Southerners and Black and Brown, whatever. But I will say, like, I feel like we are really in a good place right now. And fuck it, it's took 30, 35 years for it to get here. That I think everybody's messing with each other. Because I see now Bay messing with, San Diego, like even this festival, just telling you about Shadow, you know what I mean? Keek the Sneak came out for Desi Hollow right there in Oceanside, you know what I mean? Like it's I think the divide and some of the hood rules, if you will, are kind of being put aside so we can actually make some dope music together. What do you think about that, Shadow?
Yeah, I mean, I've always rocked with homies from the Bay, like Don Cisco, Baby Bash. He's from the Bay. That's a good friend of mine, man. And we always collaborate and get on each other's records and yeah, but there's always going to be politics, you know what I'm saying? And there's always going to be those certain individuals that want to prove themselves for whatever side, and I mean, unfortunately, that's what we got to deal with, you know what I mean? But musically, music has no barriers, man. I mean, we go far east to Japan to do shows, and I mean, I've been to Northern Sacramento to do a show, and it was all love. I've been to Atwater. I've been to a bunch of places up north in Fresno and everywhere else, and it's always been love, bro. And like I said, it's just that certain individuals that want to throw a wrench in the game,
Yeah. Well, I think too, us as grown men now, we can, it's our job. It's our job to get at, the younger homies and be like, look, man, put the dumb shit aside. Let's just vibe together. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But yeah, man, listen, great record. And like I said, I really want to make sure we play that video because I think you put some dope work into that as a movie, So we got 2025 wrapping up basically around the corner, man. I know you just talked about a fashion show in New York, the top of 26. What we doing for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so we got a few shows lined up. I got a follow-up single that I'm gonna go record in Miami following week, not this week, in the following week. I'm gonna surprise everybody with that too. So, legendary producer. Yeah, man, it's gonna be dope.
Well, we get some freestyle vibe from you. I feel like you go to Miami, we're gonna get a freestyle vibe from you.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. His last name is a bird.
Okay.
But no, I'm just playing. I'm gonna go work with Scott Storch.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
So,
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna go over there and do a follow-up, single for myself, and it'll be different. You know what I'm saying? I'm curious to see what we come up with.
Hell yeah. But listen, Shadow, I appreciate you coming on, man. Sorry we couldn't go wake cocaine's ass up. You know what I'm saying? But But super dope, man, and congratulations, man, on just getting together with Cube and making this great record happen. Definitely, this is big. This is big for the West Coast. Definitely big for San Diego. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing your thing, man. And this is an avenue anytime, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, keep spreading this love to all these DJs around the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate you, man. If you ever, anyone want to get at me, just MrShadow.com or Mr. Shadow 619 on IG. And yeah, man, let's just all work.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, brother. Well, listen, go enjoy the rest of your day, man. I appreciate your time, Shadow.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, bless up, y'all. Encore presentation of that, but hopefully you got some more bars out of that. What's that?
I bet you they wasn't paying attention.
They still wasn't paying attention. I'm sure they wasn't.
We paying attention. We listen. I mean,
did we get a different vibe the second time?
It was a better vibe. I liked it from the jump. I just said, like, lyrically, it's just good. It's good, but it ain't. Yeah, I'm not rewinding the tape. Like
Nigga said I had 6, 7 Saturdays before I moved to Atlanta. What the?
Man, hello. My man said my circle's so small it got turned to a dot. Y'all is slow, man.
I said that before, man, Russ. I said that.
I don't think you was here the first time.
Like, you know what, CL? You know what, CL? You changed.
What's in the water up there, bro? Stop drinking that Kool-Aid. That's what's wrong.
All right.
There's something in that Kool-Aid they giving you.
As I said, maybe the rum has begun over there in New York already. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad.
Probably giving you that watered down liquor now, right?
Man.
I'm sorry, man. We critiquing over here today.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, listen, y'all. We want to welcome our next guest to the call. Welcome, Miss April London. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Man, we are good. Glad to have you on the call. As you can see, we have a lot of fun right here on these Wednesdays. You know what I mean? You know what we do. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Traveling a little bit. So excuse me, I'm at the airport, but it's a little loud. But I'm glad to be on talking to you guys.
No doubt. Are you able to turn your phone sideways so we can get there we go.
That better?
Where we at? The DFW? What we doing?
No, I just left the DR, so I'm headed back to Dallas, but I'm in Miami right now.
Okay, then. See you, April. Playing with a passport. With a passport. That's right. What was you doing in the DR? Is that a little work and play or what?
I just needed like a break. I've been working nonstop for, and it wasn't even like a long break, just 3 days. Like, I think many vacations give you a reset.
Oh, yeah.
So you can come back and work, but you're not gone too long, but it's just enough to come back and get your mind in a good place.
Yeah. And Dallas is hometown, right?
Well, no, I'm actually from Jackson, Mississippi, but I've been in Dallas since 2005. So I've been there.
Okay, word. All right. Well, listen, thank you for taking the time to join us right here. You know what I'm saying? Even with you being on the move and everything like that. So, we got DJs from all around the country right here. And before we get this song, man, if you want to just kind of give the breakdown, April London, what's the vibe? Because I know you're like a woman of many, many, many talents and many, many businesses and many, many entrepreneurships. What's going on?
So the music was not anything I thought I'd be doing. I'm a huge fan of like hip hop, and I actually have this idea for a show. And in the discussions, people were just talking about the culture. Like, well, you've never done music. How are you going to talk about hip hop? And I'm like, well, let's do some music then. And then I just really took it way far. And I was writing because, it's that learning curve where you're just working on getting better. And then I was like, wow, like, I really love this. And so here I am making music,
All right. So this joint coming up, you wrote for yourself?
Absolutely. I wrote everything. Well, my project's not out. It doesn't come out until November 14th, but I wrote everything on my project.
Okay, wonderful. How many songs are we gonna be looking forward to on that?
18. It's a lot, but it was like 30 something. It was like 30 something. So a mixture of everything though.
All right. Well, listen, I can respect the fact if you putting your money where your mouth is. You know what I'm saying? I could respect them kind of challenging you and you saying, okay, then, well, we're gonna do this then. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we got April London from the airport right now. You know what I mean? This is the song Still Holding coming off the debut project this November. Check it out. Talk your shit there, April. Talk your shit there. Okay. Taking us to church one time.
For real. I love that song. It was like I couldn't decide between this song and I Love Texas. So, you know, I was just like, why we gotta follow rules? Let's just put them both out before the project comes out and let's let the people figure it out. So I'm absolutely happy about the project. I know like I kept everything quiet for so long that people were like, I wonder is this gonna be trash? So I'm pretty sure that people are going to be pleasantly surprised when they hear it.
And who was singing on that record?
Cam Simi. She's a Dallas artist. She's an artist.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
she did
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
No, that was a movie in itself, man. I'm impressed for this being your debut situation. That was a well produced record. That was really a well produced record. So, Head Rush, what's happening?
What's going on? How you doing, April?
Hello.
This DJ Head Rush out the Midwest, representing Fleet DJ, Strong Chat Radio, the whole Midwest. First of all, that was a dope song. Well, like Ray said, well produced song. Do you see yourself making a squeaky clean version of that? Because I see that being one of those crossovers.
I have one. We made a clean version of it.
Okay. Is it a clean version where you just block the words out, or is it like where you change the words?
Block the words. Do I need one where we change the words?
The reason why I recommend that is because it can get put in playlists where I don't like to call it hip hop gospel, but you know, with the super squeaky clean one, where you actually change the words where it's vulgarity and like clean it all the way up, you can find a placement in that, and you can find a placement in that too, just because of, you know, the direction that the song is going in. You know what I'm saying? So all the way around, it's super dope track. So yeah, I like it. I don't like it.
Thank you.
I really like
appreciate it. I
So
appreciate it.
yeah, I definitely think you and that young lady should definitely work together again too. And I like the way you flowed on the beat too. I wasn't expecting. I thought you were singing the whole time, but
Really?
I like your cadence.
I
your
can
cadence on that
sing a
track,
little
too.
bit, but not like that.
Okay. Yeah. The way you wrote the beat on that was pretty clever too. So good work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, bro. I would say the clean dub plays is kind of a lost craft. You know what I mean? Like people don't do them too much no more. But I agree with him wholeheartedly. It'll give the record a whole nother kind of life, if you will. You know, just switching a few things from what the curse words are to get to whatever you feel you want to replace it with. It just, I think it just gives the record another life, and will actually give you, I think, better placements, like he's saying. You know what I mean? So, Miss Naomi G, how we doing?
Hey, what's good, April? It is such a pleasure to meet you. I'm Naomi G. I'm with Blazing 420 WPAM. I enjoyed that. Like the girl you chose to sing that with you was great. When you came on, like, I didn't expect you to sound so raw, so authentic. Like that did not sound forced in any way. That didn't sound like, it just sounded like you did all that in one take to me. And I really, really enjoyed that. So thank you. We definitely need to link up because I'm over here.
Absolutely. All right, let's do it.
Where can we follow you? Where can we?
My IG is April London Official. It's also my TikTok, and it's my YouTube. So it's April London Official.
Perfect. So I'll go follow you on Instagram and I'll reach out. That way we can get your music on the radio station as well. And the girl that was singing with you too, we could get her on too. But we don't need no clean versions on ours. We can keep it as is.
Let's do it.
But I do like what he said about the clean version. That's a really good idea. I'm really glad he shared that. So that's some knowledge for all of us to take in.
I'm gonna take his advice immediately. When I get home, I think we have a studio session coming up, so we'll do that.
It was very nice meeting you. I'm gonna go follow you on Instagram and reach out, and safe travels. Be careful on your trip. You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Big Red out of Dallas is where. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on? What's happening, everybody? What's going on, Miss April London? How are you?
Oh, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm out the Dallas-Fort Worth area as well. Big town representing the Triple D.
Family.
Yes. Again, I want to agree with what my guy said. Is nowadays you hardly get artists that go in and clean up the music that they have with not the bleep outs, but change the words, because it's a lot of work. Because you got to go back in and use your pen and find the right words to fit in with what you're trying to say. But it goes a long way. I tell you, it goes a long way. And like I said, the music that you drop is really, really good. I really liked it. The vibe from it, it gives, any type of person that's going through something, and I know what it is because I'm from Dallas too. So I know how it is in the Dallas streets. You know what I'm talking about? So it just it's really good to see someone who's really rapping about, their pain, their come up, other than trying to shake ass for cash, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's really refreshing from an artist. So I dig that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And since you've been in Dallas, hey, I'll follow you. I'll make sure that if you can send music my way, I'll pump it for sure.
All right, definitely. I can't wait to link up.
Yes,
all right, Mr. Funky Skunk. Mr. Funky Skunk, are you still on pain medications? How you doing up there? You all right?
Hey now, everybody. Salute to the room. I'm making it. I'm hanging in there. I just wanted to come. I raised my hand because I love that song. That's dope. I love your voice. You got a unique sound. And you wrote the lyrics. Did you also write the music?
Yes.
Man, that's a dope track. That's a dope song. That's a dope record. I think you're gonna be doing big things. I just want to get on there and say that. And respect to Radio Raymond, I'm gonna land the plane like that.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I hope you're feeling well. I hope surgery went well, brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, he literally fresh out of surgery today, April. So
What's the
he
story?
Actually, to be honest with you, Raymond, they postponed my surgery to tomorrow.
Oh shit! I'm taking everything back. Skunk, I'm taking everything back.
Hey, bro, that's why I'm on here right now because I would be out right now. So they didn't have no blood for me, so they didn't want to do it unless they had.
Okay. Well, no,
blood.
good. I mean, I don't mean good, but I mean, I'm glad they waited. I'm glad they waited.
I appreciate you saying that to me, brother. You don't know how much that means to me about you caring like that, man. I really do appreciate it. But I just had to let you know it's tomorrow, but it's gonna be successful. I've got faith in God, and I know what's happening. I'm on a divine purpose, seriously. And
right, brother. Well, our prayers is with you. Our prayers is with you.
That woman right there, she's dope. Keep
Yep,
on
indeed. Well, go follow her, man.
Maybe one day I
April London official. April London official. What's up there, Mr. Coyote? Mr. Coyote, how we doing?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Just want to let y'all know that April and us, we've been working together on this release of this project. So to all the DJs, anything y'all need, we definitely ready to work. So, shout out to CL. Shout out, there go Rip right there.
Wally, what up, baby?
What's up, my brother? How you feeling? How you feeling, brother? How you feeling? Salute. So yeah, April's a dope artist. She represents Dallas, and she's a hard worker. She owns several businesses, including some smoke shops that we'll be visiting soon. But more so, CJ, that's my brother. He hit me up about her, and we've been grinding, and her music is really dope. So DJs, tap in, patch in. We ready to service y'all, records, pop-ups, whatever. Let's get it done. Rip, let's make it happen. CL, the whole
So since we got y'all on, I gotta ask, between you and Rip, what did you see or hear in April that was like, yo, we gonna rock with it?
But one of the things when CJ first sent me her music, I really liked the authenticity and her sound. Like, if you could tell, like, any of us that are hip hop always loved and respect that Texas sound. T. Ferris is a good friend of mine, and going back to the Mike Jones days, the Paul Wall, Trade of Truth. I can stay here all day long and name Texas artists. I'm from North Carolina, and Texas is one of them places that you could just go platinum just within the state itself, right? So Texas is been a third coast, has been a big part of hip hop. So when I heard her and her allegiance to her state and her being a businesswoman, but listening to her music and she talking that shit, I was just like, yo, this is dope. The game needs more of that right now. Nothing against the Cardis and the Nickies and all that. I think one of the DJs mentioned that. But the fact that you could see a woman hold her own, be a business owner, and still demand respect and have that sound. Like, when you hear that song right there, you feel Texas, and she loves her state. That's the next single. You know what I mean? That's she loves Texas, and so that's dope. My artist moved to Texas, so I mean, I already, it's just a lit thing when you love your city and your state and you represent it so well.
Sure. Thank you, Wally.
Absolutely. And if I could add one thing, authentic hip hop, we need to get back to when records sounded like the region they were from.
Mhm. For sure.
A good point right there.
You know, if it's a Houston, if it's a Texas record, it should sound like that. And when it does, you know it's going to be sustainable. You know,
Right.
absolutely. Dope hip hop, R&B, everything. Authenticity.
Right.
Salute.
And and I think even going along with that, you know, we listen to so much music and we like so much music that really I had to narrow down a sound. And, because of course, you're going to like everything that you do. But the feedback from the team, like we figured it out. We figured it out. But thank you. I appreciate that. Sure.
Yeah, no, very dope. Very dope. C Styles, what's up out there in the A?
I was gonna say the same thing my man Spin Firm said. Authenticity is the key, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people is trying to sound like they from Atlanta and they from a whole nother state because Atlanta is the big popping city and that's where the hub is right now for black rap music, or so what you want to say. But Texas has been doing their thing for a good minute, so I say, God damn it, why not? Like sound like Texas? Like you need to represent your city. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say they from their city, but don't represent their city in their music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So definitely authenticity is the key. And get down to Atlanta and come to my Coalition DJs New Music Monday joint so we can
Love
you out
to.
on my
Love to.
on my DJs. Yeah, definitely. Get to Atlanta. Let's get that happen.
All right.
All right, word. Hey, see how y'all doing out there in New York, man? What's the thoughts?
It's cool, man. Chilling out. First of all, for shout out to April. I'm also impressed with the business side of it. While we sort of touch base on that real quick, saying how you're an entrepreneur. Talk to us about, how you actually got started in the businesses that you run in addition to your music career.
So I've been an entrepreneur since 2013. But before that, so I have a sordid history. So I was a teacher, a school psychologist, assistant principal. Like I have 4 masters and a PhD, and I'm in law school right now. So I felt like, and I've written like 5 books. I felt like there are a lot of people like me in the world, like nerdy girls that listen to hip hop, and I hadn't seen like myself in anybody, and I love music. We just celebrated our 50th year of hip hop, and like we're not gonna know a life without it as we get older, and this is a part of our life. So that was the part. So that's kind of how my first business was, a vocational rehab company where I have government contracts. That's my longest standing, most successful business. Then I just kind of migrated into other things. I own a new construction company where we build houses in gentrified areas so we can keep families in their neighborhoods. There's a Texas Southern game that used to be played in Dallas. We're trying to bring it back, but I'm half owner of that. And the dispensaries, I own an event venue. Like I do a lot of stuff. So literally this music has really been like a rite of passion and a lot of fun for me.
God damn.
That's what I said. God damn. I gotta get up. Step my game up.
Come on.
Super dope. Walking over here choking like shit. You're a superwoman.
I'm saying, you need to stay in DR for like 2 weeks. What are you doing?
No, I gotta come back. I got a lot to do. So
I think that's great though,
Yeah.
Caps and inspiring and whatnot.
Thank you. Thank
Give
you.
so much forward to what you're doing. So, congrats on all of that stuff. And,
Thank you.
stuff.
Thank
Yeah, man. Coete, what you got? Coete?
No. So this is all I can say is, we distribute a lot of artists, and CL knows me from when I was on the radio before we stepped into the music space, and Rip too. And so the last 2 artists that I helped from Texas that was females was Megan Thee Stallion and Erica Banks. So this is we distributed Megan back when she first started. So you know, this is an exciting time because she is a boss lady and she's one of my family members, you know, significant other as well. So that was all more of, but that has nothing to do to why we're helping her. The music stands on its own too, and she does. That's all I want to tell y'all. So let's rock and roll. Let's get this on platinum.
Women run the music industry right now. Salute.
I like that. I like that.
At least from an artist standpoint, turn on the radio.
Right. True.
What up, Bionic? What up, Bionic?
So I'm hearing her say that she's from Jackson. I'm hearing her say that she's trying to bring the SU, TSU game back. I'm hearing you say you got a ton of degrees. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Ole Miss.
Okay.
Undergrad, I went to Ole Miss.
He was hoping you was going to say JSU. He was hoping you was going to say JSU.
They gave me a scholarship, so I had to do it.
I'm never upset at that. I was hoping you'd say JSU. I got mad love for the boom and all that. So, you know what I'm saying? But either way, the fact that you're still trying to support the HBCUs, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. Try to do your best to bring that game back. And we actually got somebody on here that went to TSU. So, you know.
So yeah, absolutely. When hopefully next year we're gonna bring that particular game back, but it was just some legal stuff that happened with the previous promoter, so we had to put it on pause for a couple of years. But the last time we had it, we had 20. We took it from, I think in 4 years that we owned it, we took it from 13 to 21,000. So it was becoming something there.
Yeah, good deal. And it's a good location. It's not like, you know, the Circle City Classic and having random ass schools come up there, you know, so it's good. And, you know, best wishes on that.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
D Skills, you there? Make it quick.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, man, April London.
Like 28, 23.
Was that your final boarding, April?
No, you're good. I can hear you.
Okay. Go ahead, Skills. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
All right. April London, man. I just want to say, man, you so talented. I was feeling that song you was playing earlier. And I also want to shout out Wile E. Coyote, man. What's up, big bro, man? I know it's been a while, bro. You know what I mean?
What's up, family? What up, my bro?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to say, man, Wile E. Coyote, man, he was the first dude to ever believe in me, man. As an artist, he used to let me come up to the station at 102 and rap. And I'm always grateful for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
thanks, bro.
Glad to see you doing your thing out there. But for April London, like, I hear you a businesswoman, man, and I'm giving you your props for that. Owning a lot of businesses and a lot of real estate and all, and doing your thing.
Thank you.
I ain't got no questions. I just want to give you
Thank
your
you.
props.
I appreciate that.
I just want to give you your props.
I appreciate that. I really do.
No problem.
Love, family, love.
Yeah.
One love, Waleed.
Well, listen, April, we know you're moving and shaking, man. So thank you so much for spending a little bit of time right here. You definitely gained some new fans. Definitely looking forward to this new project dropping. Debut project. See, did you have some more you want to say out there in New York?
Wayne, you got a question too?
Wayne, you had a question?
Yeah, question for you. Okay, we're good. So April, I mean, this is pretty incredible. I mean, with all your background, I mean, it's really unusual for someone to go after and be so successful in business, and then you're like, hey, I'm a rapper or an artist. So just holding to that, you know, I got to give you a thumbs up, because whatever you're doing right now, it looks like this is a very important time in your life. You know, in fact, you may have created a whole nother genre of gospel music, you know, dropping, you know, the swear words in there. And it'll probably, well, I'm sure it'll be controversial as it gets larger. And, but there's something in there for certain people, and other people not so much, you know, Christian faith on. But I applaud you for being out there and being strong enough to go out there and do what you do, because that's the whole thing about our religious society right now, that we're outside the box. Traditional values of where our families are, it's a little bit different. So to come as you are, think as you are, I think you're going to reach a certain group of people that I think nobody else has. And, you know, hip hop is always that place and that voice that breaks through all the walls. So I applaud you for where you're going, what you're doing. And continued success. And man, those degrees are killing it. So, hey, what more can we say?
You know what? I mean, I was definitely, because I'm of the over 30, and I was definitely afraid of what people would say. But, you know, I've learned to not live my life that way. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm at a point right now where I have the luxury to live freely. And so I was welcoming the positive comments along with the criticism, but I was just gonna do it. So it feels good to like see people have a positive reception. Like it feels really good. So I really appreciate that.
Dope.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, April, we know you're moving and shaking. So listen, thank you for a little bit of your time. Like I said, you got some new fans right here, and all of us, no doubt. Super, super ill sound. Definitely want to look out for the Love for Texas joint next too. So we definitely looking forward to that before the project drop. But just congratulations on everything, man. Like I said, all I'm saying is I got to step my goddamn game up. You doing all these things in your life, you know what I'm saying? So keep getting to it. Keep getting to it though, for real, man. We'll be looking for the debut project to drop, man. Congratulations. There we go. I think the airport Wi-Fi finally gave out, but it lasted throughout the call. Good stuff. Thanks, Rip. Thanks, Wally, for joining. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for bringing it on, man.
Hey, y'all. Thank y'all.
Hey, Wally, don't go nowhere yet.
That's a groovy situation right there. I like that joint. Beat was dope. That shit was fire, yo. I like that shit,
Like
man.
it sound like some butterfly from what you call it.
I would have said a combination of Butterfly and Bahamadia.
I was about to say Bahamadia. Yeah, that's crazy. I was about to say the same thing. That's crazy.
Well, who was that?
That was Seven. I think he say Seven the Genius. The name of the track was called
Seven
Window.
the Genius is dope. She's down with Conway and with Griselda.
Griselda. Yeah, she down with the Griselda team, yeah. Yeah. That's a tough situation right there, buddy.
Word up. All right, cool. Quantum, how you feeling over there, brother?
I'm feeling good. Trying to see if we can get a video situation going, but yeah, everything I believe is good over here. What's happening over there? Y'all ain't got no mics today? You know, I ain't tripping because my mics is fucked up too.
No, today we have no mics today. We just said we're gonna run raw, you know, do it the way we're gonna do it. And it's all right. It's cool, man. Shout out to everybody who's in the building, of course. Great calls so far, man. Great energy. Shout out to Waleed and what he's doing. He's been growing his business out as far as distribution and picking some really dope artists. And it's been a great Wednesday. So shout out to everybody for pulling up. As we continue on with more flavor and more fly, shout out to my man Rip, who continues to keep us connected with the culture from another side. And
yeah.
You know, as Quantum's getting together, I'm just going to introduce this brother because low key, you know, he's a part of the crew that's responsible for so much in hip hop, man. And you know, humble but powerful, and just honored to have Mr. Money B on, who I'm sure is going to just talk about a few things, but just very happy to have you on, man, and welcome to New Music Wednesdays. It's a pleasure, brother.
I haven't seen you a long time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What you been up to, man?
A whole lot. You know, how much time y'all got?
Oh, we got some time. We got some time for you. We got some time for you, man. Yeah, the spot looks dope. The studio looks dope. I see you. Looks dope, man. Quantum, you ready?
I was just about to ask about that turntable setup in the back.
I'm on it. You know, I was a DJ before I was a rapper. You know,
Word.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was going to be originally.
That's how we always like to start, man. Your origins into the culture, man. Because you know, how to go down.
Well, to be honest with you, so rapping was the last thing that I did. When I started, I was a tagger, and I was, you know, I was writing, right, doing graffiti, fucking around, and then I started breakdancing, And at the same time, I was like, started gathering equipment, thinking I was going to be a DJ. And rapping was the last thing that I did. Amazingly.
That's wild, man. You know, how did you find your way to it though? With the tagging, you know, who was your inspiration? Who put you on? What did you see that made you say, you know what, I'm gonna graph the shit out of everything and go crazy?
Well, it was two things. One, I had an uncle. So originally, my family's originally from Philadelphia, right? So when I was a kid, you know, I had an uncle, and he was known throughout the city. This is like in the mid to late 70s. His name was King Dink, and everywhere you go, you see King Dink. And he, you know, him and my other uncle, they were artists. So they used to like draw all the Marvel characters on my wall in my grandmother's bedroom and draw pictures for me. And as I grew older, you know, I took to drawing. So I actually went to an art school in middle school and high school. So I was always drawing and doodling around. And actually, Yuckmouth from the Loonies, he went to that same art school that I went to. So, you know, if you ever see the Loonies, the Condom Man logo that they had, Yuckmouth drew that logo. So yeah, it's always been in me and around me. So I was always attracted to it. So I just would. So even my tag, Money B, that I use today is my original tag from when I was like 13 or 14 years old. So
Crazy. These are things that people don't know, man. These are the stories people don't know, man.
And as much as I loved art, Shock G was an even greater artist. So all of the art, like all of the animated artwork you see on all of Digital Underground, like the Humpty Dance, and Shock G drew all of those record covers. He did all that art.
Hey, so Money B, man, how you doing, man? This is Grandfather Clock, Quantum Leap Radio. With Digital Underground, as you just go back to the beginning, how did you guys even link up? Was that something? Did you get down with Shock G later on? Did y'all grow up? Like, how did that happen?
So originally, I was in a group with DJ Fuse, and it's actually Fuse's birthday. Happy birthday, DJ Fuse. So we were Raw Fusion. If anybody ever heard of the group Raw Fusion that we spun off, we were actually originally Raw Fusion, and we were doing talent shows and shopping our demo and going up to college radio at the same time that Digital Underground, this is in 1988, Digital Underground released their first single through McCullough distribution called Underwater Rhymes. So we were on the same sort of like performance circuit in the East Bay, in Oakland, around the Bay Area. And at the time, Fuse was like the hottest DJ in the Bay at the time, and Digital Underground needed a DJ. And so Chopmaster J, who's in Digital, and DJ Fuse, they had a mutual friend. They set up a meeting to see if he would be the DJ. But it just so happened that at the time, Fuse was renting a room out of my mom's apartment. So basically, there was a meeting in my apartment with some guys trying to take my DJ.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there watching it. But, you know, Fuse was like, yo, I'll rock with y'all, but y'all got to rock with us, meaning we're a crew. It's us or nothing. And that's kind of like how it originally started. So when we were promoting that record before I, you know, because What's Like was the first record that I performed on. But in 1988, it was just Underwater Rhymes and Your Life's a Cartoon. And we would perform as Raw Fusion, opening up, and then Fuse would stay on the turntables. And then when Shock and Chopmaster J would come out as Digital Underground, I would become the dancer, and Fuse would stay the DJ, me and Mac Mo, my other partner. So it started like that. And then eventually I started doing, doing some stuff on the mic. And then that next year, Do What You Like was the first record that I appeared on.
So y'all morphed together as a performance. So just, I always kind of want to know this.
So I know the questions are going to come, but let me just say it like this. I always explain to people, we were Wu-Tang before Wu-Tang, because everybody in Digital had something going. It wasn't like, so people think Tupac was in our group and then he broke out and did his thing. No, Tupac was a solo artist that was part of our collective. That once we went out, and it was, you know, it was time, he came out and went on the road with us. Me and Fuse were all Fusion. Pee Wee and Big Money Otis, they were Gold Money. So Digital Underground was more like a big production team than it was your traditional group of we're all in this thing. Like none of us grew up together. We were all in it specifically for the music. And that's why you had so many different flavors, because we all came from everywhere. None of us were on the same timeline as far as how we grew up, where we grew up, when we grew up. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, what's your idea? Like, what's going on in your head when Shock G says, I'm going to do this alternative artist and we're going to put him out there like that? Are you thinking in your head, what is he talking about? How can this happen? Because that's never happened, at least in hip hop before, especially to that level. What are you thinking when he's coming to you about that idea?
When you are you talking about the Humpty character?
The Humpty character, yeah. Shock G says, look, we're going to come out there as Digital Underground. This Humpty character is going to be an alternative artist. What are you thinking? Are you thinking that's crazy? Are you thinking this is something that could work?
Well, that's the furthest from how it happened. So the way that it happened was, you know, it happened by accident, right? So remember I said that Do What You Like was the first record that I performed on. If you go back and look at that video, Humpty's in that video. But at that time, Humpty didn't have a name. He was just a character of just, he was one character of a bunch of characters that were in that video. So if you go back and look at that video, I'm wearing a nose. I'm wearing like a pig nose, and somebody else is wearing we were all wearing different kind of noses and different costumes just to bug out in the video. There was no plan for Humpty at that. When you met Humpty, he wasn't even Humpty. There was no plan for him. He was just in the video. But people started asking, well, who's that? You know, what's that? Because he did give him a different voice when he had the nose on, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, from the Do What You Like video, people were asking more and more about it. And it's, you know, it's a longer story to it. But when we finally did, when we did that record, that was the first time that the record was done, you know, with this character in mind. But the character appeared before he was an actually fully developed character.
Well, you guys kind of came out at the right time though with that, because kind of that early 90s, a lot of people were kind of taking those chances with just the imagery. I'm thinking like the Afros on Def Jam, you know, they came out with the Afros and making these party jams. With you mentioning Tupac, I remember I think I was like 10 years old when that dropped for the movie, the soundtrack for the movie. How did that come about? Because I mean, you guys were new at the time, but that movie, you know, this is big Hollywood now. And how did they come to you guys? Because you guys were the first single. To be honest, I think you were the only single off of that movie, which I'm drawing a blank on. What was the name of it? Life.
Nothing But Trouble was the name.
Nothing But Trouble. Nothing But Trouble. Yeah.
The song was same song.
How did they come to you guys for that? Because I mean, you guys are brand new at this point.
We're brand new, but the Humpty Dance is on fire, right?
Yeah.
We're out and we're killing it. We're on tour with Big Daddy Kane. We're on tour with Public Enemy, Heavy D, and the crazy thing about it is, and we were signed to Tommy Boy Records at the time.
Yeah.
And you know, as hot as we were, even hotter than us were our label mates, De La Soul, right? So originally, they wanted De La Soul for that movie and to do that song, but De La they were busy, they were booked. And so Tommy Boy pitched Digital Underground, and Dan Aykroyd was like, well, I gotta see him. And it just so happened that we were on tour. I'm not sure if it was Kane or if it was, I think it was with Kane. And it might've been the second tour with Kane. And we were performing in LA at the time at the Palladium. No, not the Palladium. I forget the name of that thing. It's right on Hollywood and Vine. It's a different club now. but it used to be like the hottest club in LA.
Not House of Blues, huh?
No, it wasn't House of Blues.
Okay.
It was, it's gonna come to me.
That's all.
But he came to the show and he just saw us with the theatrics and you know, our show at the time was like one of the hottest shows in hip hop. Probably even still, you know. But he loved it. He came down in the back and backstage, fired up a big ass blunt, said, "Y'all want to be in this movie?" Rocked out. And it was good because the character in the movie was this crazy looking dude who played a B3 organ. And if anybody knows, Shock G is like a super genius keyboard player. So even on that song, Dan Aykroyd requested that the B3 organ be in the song. So that B3 organ that you hear was requested, but it's actually Shock G playing that organ in the song. And what you see him doing in the movie, it's Shock G playing those parts.
Yeah, because I forgot that you guys, the video wasn't just, you know, a part of the soundtrack. You guys were in the movie. I forgot about that as well, man.
Yeah, we were in the movie and we were the soundtrack. Not meaning that the same song, it was an EP that we put out that had like 3 songs that were in the movie, but it was a digital underground release. It wasn't a Nothing But Trouble release. It was called This Is an EP release, which had like 6 or 7 songs. It had same song, Tied a Knot. If you ever seen the movie, like the wedding scene, we sang that in the movie. And there was another song called Nothing Is Funky that played in the movie. And so we did an EP with songs specifically for that movie.
And now on that same song, obviously, no pun intended, we do have Tupac, which was, at least for me, it was my introduction to him.
Right.
Obviously, the question is, how do you guys link up? I actually want to ask you about him and rest in peace, brother Reggie Gibson, Saphir. But how do you guys link up with Tupac? How does that happen?
Tupac was in a group called Strictly Dope. Him and Ray Love, who actually had a solo career, and DJ Diz, and they were signed to TNT Records with H. Gregory, who was our management, and who we were signed to. Okay. And like I said, you know, we were all a collective. There was also a Hispanic group called Funky Aztecs at the time.
Oh yeah, Funky Aztecs. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That also were signed, and you know, Tupac and Strictly Dope were brought to us by Layla Steinberg, who was managing them. And she was also a very good friend of H. Gregory. And so, you know, the story is she's like, "Hey, I got these guys, and this one guy in particular that you got to hear." And so they came down, auditioned for us, and Atron ended up signing them. And so they were around, even when we did Do What You Like. They were their own group, but they were around from the beginning when we were doing all of that stuff. So that's how we met him and how I met him.
And where does Saphir fit into all that? Because I from his stories, he was around at this time, around you guys start. How did you guys link up with Saphir?
Well, Saphir, like I've known Saphir since we were teenagers. Saphir, you know, I knew Saphir from the streets.
Oh, okay.
He was running around, and him and one of the other guy that was in Raw Fusion, Mac Moan, him and Saphir were you know, running around being wild in the streets together.
Gotcha.
And so, you know, and when where our original sort of like headquarters was for Digital Underground when we were creating Sex Packets, it was on like 39th and Market, which is like the borderline of North Oakland and West Oakland. And 2 blocks over was Apgar Street, which is where APG crew. They had a crew, APG, and this cat Melomar. You know, he was one of the original cats that was putting out independent records in Oakland back in the day. And Saphir came from that crew. He used to be a dancer for APG. But like I said, I knew him more from the streets than I knew him from hip hop. And Moan used to always bring him around and be like, "Yo, Need to Hear My Guy. And and Saphir always had like this unorthodox style. That was
Yes.
a little different, and it was dope. And you know, from there, him hanging with Moan and then hanging with me and Moan, that's where he got noticed by Shock. And from there, that's when Shock pulled him in.
Yeah, Shock and Saphir, that collaboration has always been great, man. Rest in peace to Saphir. I do want to go to a couple of questions real quick from the people in the chat. DJ Old School, I'm gonna start with you, man. You're on with Money B.
Hello? Good, Money B in the house. Yeah, man, pleasure to meet and speak with you. I'm old school DJ in San Antonio, and been rocking with you since the PM, or rocking to the PM. You know, remember that jam from Raw Fusion, and the other one, Raise Your Hands in the Air. I love the way you use those double entendres on those songs. You know, they had like double meanings to them and shit, and people don't do that kind of stuff no more. And you know, like one of my favorite groups in all time is Parliament Funkadelic, and I like the way y'all kind of patterned yourself as a hip hop version of them. A lot of people don't realize that, but you know, even your music, you know, what you sample, you know, you use a lot of Parliament Funkadelic samples and stuff, but you had some original stuff. It was, you enlightened me with that Shock G. I didn't know Shock G was a pianist like that. You know, was he the one that was playing on a Rocket to the PM and
yes,
and my nigga Rachi, that was Shock G. Okay, all right. That was dope, man. I mean, and your new jam is, I listened to that. That's dope too. But I mean, I'm just, you know, a fan and you know, admirer of your music. And you look like we got a lot in common too. You know, you got your little record collection. I got my little old school record collection. You know, the vinyls and stuff. You know, that's a cool thing. But you know, many props to you, and keep it up. I like to see the people from back in the day keeping it up and not, you know, laying down, because we ain't dead yet.
Nah, we ain't gonna die. And I appreciate you asking about the Parliament Funkadelic connection, because you know, Shock was a funketeer for real. So much so that when George
they collaborated.
First heard it, not just collab, he adopted Shock as like one of his sons. Like they were super close, because from hip hop, we were one of the first cats where George just acknowledged, like, they're not using the funk, they're making new funk. You know, Shock was an extension and furthering the funk. So much so, you know, like you know, Shock did remixes for Prince, you know, and Prince didn't really fuck with hip hop like that, but he tapped into Shock.
And then another thing about, you know, the Humpty, to me, he has some similarities to Sir Nose, devoid of funk, you know, with the nose, you know. So I was thinking that's where the inspiration came from, but you're saying it just was random. I mean, and then also that nose and eyeglasses kind of looks like Groucho Marx kind of, you know, little costume that he used to wear. I don't know if anybody knows about who Groucho Marx is. I know I'm going way back on that.
Well, no, you're on point with it. And just to clarify, yes, you know, it was a direct correlation to the funk and Sir Nose, devoid of funk, all of that. So all of that was purposeful of the costume and the costumes and everything like that. And
they did it too.
The original Humpty nose that we used was actually a Groucho Marx nose that he just took the eyebrows off. So he bought a bunch of them and he took the eyebrows off. So I'm glad you said that.
I peeped that. I was like, okay, that looked like the Groucho Marx.
It was definitely Groucho, and then he painted
Painted
the
it
noses brown. Like sometimes we could find the brown noses, but it got to be where before each show, Shock would personally paint each nose and then give it away to the crowd after the show. So he would always leave the crowd with a souvenir. So
that's what's up.
Those
That's
are
what's
definitely collectibles if anybody still has that.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot for enlightening us on that.
These skills, what you got?
Oh man, Money B, man. Salute to you, Digital Underground and Raw Fusion. I wasn't really familiar with Raw Fusion, but Salute the Digital Underground. Rest in peace to Shock G. Rest in peace to the late great, one of the greatest ever, Tupac Amaru Shakur. And also rest in peace to Saphir, man. God, you guys are legends, man. And I got a couple questions. I think I seen a video of you on Be Real from Cypress Hill video channel. You was talking about a record called Freaks of the Industry. I think I heard that record. I ain't heard that record in a long time, man. I mean, I was a little kid because my uncle had it, and I wasn't supposed to listen to that as a kid. But then once I got older, I was like, oh, yes. But how did that song come about, man? What was the studio session like?
So the version that's on the album was the third iteration of that recording, right? So we recorded it, and just how it came about, you know, Shock was like, you know, let's do a song, because remember, we're writing this around 1988-ish, right? 88, 89. And at the time, you know, you had your Too Shorts, you had your Two Live Crews, your Bust Downs, your whoever you could think of, but everybody was about, you know, all the records was about dude, you know, getting it and leaving the chick, you know, like making sure he got his and leave that bitch where she at, da, da, da. Basically just, you know, like making sure you got yours and disrespecting the girl. And Shock was like, why don't we make a record where everybody's pleased? The woman is pleased, you know, like we please each other and everybody leaves satisfied on equal terms. Because at the time, you know, nobody would dare to talk about eating pussy on the record, right? And, you know, he was like, man, if we don't do it, he was like, if we don't do it, somebody's going to do it. And, you know, at the time, I'm like 18, 19 years old. I'm like, oh. He's like, I'm telling you, man, let's go. So when we first recorded that record, or when we were writing it, right? Originally, it was supposed to just be Shock G. That's why if you listen to the record, Shock is rapping about 36 to 40 bars, and I only have 12 bars. Because we were writing it was supposed to be him. But when we got in the studio, we just sitting there, and then Shock goes, hey, man, you want to get on this? And I was like, hell yeah. So he was like, write something real quick. So I just wrote a quick 12 bars, and that's why my verse is so much shorter. But I was helping him write the longer verse as well. But originally we used the sample from Love Hangover. Diana Ross. Yeah, that's why we say if there's a cure for this, we don't want it. Right? It was that sample, but we couldn't clear the sample because whoever it was, her people, whatever, said it sound. We were insinuating that we was fucking Diana Ross, so they didn't clear it. Next, we went to Love Masquerade, Love in the Masquerade by Tom Brown. Brown. And now, mind you, this version of it is like 69 beats per minute. It's real slow and mellow. And when we tried to clear that sample, found out Tom Brown was like he was a Jehovah's Witness, and he didn't want none of his records on rap at the time. So he didn't clear that, right? So now we stuck, and you know, we were getting ready to go to Europe because we were popular in Europe before we were in the United States. So we were getting ready to go on this tour in Europe, and we had to redo this record. And like the day before we left, or 2 days before, we were riding around San Francisco because we were recording at High Street Studios, which is a legendary studio in the Bay Area. And Shock came up with the idea, and we went and grabbed Donna Summer's Love to Love You, Baby, but we had to speed it up. So now the version that's on the album is like 96 beats per minute or something like that, which was much faster than we originally recorded it at. So when we recorded it, I didn't think anybody was going to like it because I was so used to the slow version. I was like, man, this don't sound right. Da, 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 da. But it ended up being one of our most, you know, recognized and known records, you know, and it was never a single, right? Which was amazing. So what happened was Tommy Boy pressed up 2,500 red vinyl of, you know, white label, you know, DJ promo only vinyl. So if you have that red vinyl, you know, it has all the versions of it because obviously we couldn't sell it. So we made vinyl and put all the versions on it anyway and use it as promo so that everybody could hear the original version. And if any of you want the original versions of it, I have them, so I can send them to you guys.
Just real quick, Money B, just to kind of go off of that. So they never picked up on possibly just putting that out as a single as it gained all that attention?
We didn't. I don't know why. It was just never a single, and
same song happened, man.
Is that what it was? Okay. Yep.
Hey, this Mike Singleton. I'm Money B's manager. What happened is why would Tommy Boy want to spend all this money to shoot a video and market a single when Hollywood is offering to spend more money if they just do a song for a movie, which is same song. So obviously they're gonna go with the movie route, and that's what happened. That's why those records are so close together in time. It's like you get confused of what's on what album. You know, it's all like one big album. But that's what happened to that.
Yeah, because when people talk about, you know, Kiss You Back and same song,
Kiss You Back,
Freaks the Industry and Humpty Dance, to me that's just all one big wave because we did it all pretty much in the same time period, and it just happened to go on whatever the next thing was.
So Tommy Boy made a whole lot of money off of Humpty Dance, and they were trying to figure out how to keep it. They did.
Made a whole lot of money off De La Soul and everybody else on that label.
Sound like the regular.
Yeah, you know how it is. Shout out to Queen Latifah. She's on the level too.
But it was a good move because that song, same song, introduced Tupac. You know, Money B got his FaceTime on the video. You know, everything worked out great.
Everybody lived.
Absolutely. Funky Skunk, man, what you got to say, man?
Hey, man, this is the Funky Skunk. I remember doing a show with you guys where we opened up here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I was playing with a group of these white girls. We opened up for you, and Shock G. There's something that happened with Shock G's keyboard where y'all had came from a gig and the keyboard didn't get traveled in the luggage or whatever, and I remember the one white dude that y'all had with y'all that was dope on the MPC, playing the MPC by hand. You know who I'm talking about?
That's DJ Fuse.
Right.
It's his birthday today.
That dude played that MPC like I ain't never seen nobody do it. But anyway, we opened up and I had this Roland XP60 keyboard that I was playing behind the white girl. Shock came over to me and he said, "Hey man, can I borrow your keyboard?" I didn't even know Shock played keyboard. So when y'all brought that up about him playing key, he said, "Can I borrow your keyboard?" I said, "Man, of course." You know what I'm saying? Go ahead for it. Then he said, "No, man, don't get off the stage. You need to stay up here with me because I don't know how to work this keyboard." So I'm getting the sounds that he wanted to go how to switch to. He only wanted two sounds. He wanted a dope piano and an organ. So when you said about the V3 thing, and then when he came over to me, in other words, I had to be there on stage with y'all. So I'm back there like I'm faking like I'm, like grooving with y'all, like I'm a part of y'all's group and stuff. And this dude got on them keys, man, it was just clowning. I'm like, man, I didn't even know he played. Then we went to the hotel and was hanging out, smoking some bud. And he told me about all the tracks that he did because I wasn't really familiar with all of that. And dude brought this up, the dude that just got through hollering, DJ Styles,
Old school.
He brought old school. No, he brought up the fact about that song. The other dude, he brought up the fact about that song, "Freaks of the Industry." And what I told him, I said, "Man, I got a record that I did with this group, Catch 22, and it's called Freaks of the Industry." So we both had a Freaks of the Industry at the same time. So I had to raise my hand and just say that. I don't know if you remember that show that y'all did. It was at the Circle Center Mall here in Indianapolis. But my proud moment for me, first of all, was opening up for y'all. But the second was that dude asked me to help him and then wanted me to stay on stage with y'all. So I actually got to fake perform with Digital Underground. You know what I'm saying? So that's a proud moment. So I just want to say salute to you. RIP to Shock, Greg, and all of that. And man, man, I'm just honored to be able to say that and speak to you about that, brother.
Nice. You know what? If you gave me more details, I would remember. Was it in a smaller venue?
It was a smaller venue. It was like
was Tupac with us?
No, Tupac wasn't with y'all. Okay. It was you and Shock and the dude. What'd you say the dude named? The DJ Kendall.
Fuse.
It was a small venue and a small show, but both of y'all was there, and I was proud to be with y'all. Hey, brother, my man. Okay, anyway, I was proud to be with y'all, man. And then I did not know that guy played keys like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'll share with you like some of our most memorable shows, for some good reasons, some bad, were in Indianapolis. You know, so for instance, we were performing in Indianapolis the night that Mike Tyson went to jail for whatever. That during the Black Expo. Yeah, we were there performing that night.
I remember that. I remember.
Mike Tyson was actually on stage with us doing the Humpty Dance during our performance that evening. And then another time I remember we were performing in Indianapolis the night that the Rodney King riots happened. And we got the news, and or around that time, and we were sharing information of what was really happening on the West Coast to people in Indianapolis and just, throughout the Midwest, because there was a lot of misinformation being spread through the news about what was really happening in LA and in California and what was really happening. So I remember Indianapolis being one of those cities. I actually have a cassette recording of our show in Indianapolis. Of us.
Yeah, man, and one last thing I'm gonna say this before. Sure. I know I was just gonna mention that I worked with Felton Pilot at the studio in Felstar, and we were at Starlight in Richmond, and one of y'all's crew was there when we were doing a song for Michael Cooper, and I was talking to him about Digital Underground and the funkadelic thing. Like, I'm like, man, I love y'all because of y'all doing the funk thing. Because as you know, my name is the Funky Skunk, but I come from Indianapolis, which is right next door to Cincinnati and Dayton and all that. So I was raised in the funk, real talk. I've been doing this 50 years. But I just wanted to get on here and honored to speak with you, my brother. And man, salute to you, man. I love y'all, man. Seriously. I'm gonna land the plane right there.
Appreciate it.
My man.
Nah, man, that's what's up, man. Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love. And I know the movie got to be coming out, man. We need like the real biopic from the beginning. I want to know from Philly all the way to the.
About it.
It got to go down. If we got to help you make it go down, find that partner for y'all, whether it's Apple or Amazon. We're gonna do that because the story got to be told the right way.
And even before that, I actually do have an autobiography that, that should be coming out, if not by the end of this year, by the very top of next year. And it's it's going to be an immersive audio book.
Fire. Get foot through my glasses and watch it on some other shit. That's what I'm talking about. All right, well, I know we've been talking about a lot of the history stuff, but we got a new single, we got new music, new energy. What are we working with? And where did the inspiration for you to say, you know what, I'm putting out more music? Which, I'll be honest, man, the music that's coming out now from our veteran artists such as yourself is it's so inspiring because you guys understand how to, connect. But talk about the new single and what's going down with it.
So the single features Wap Dad 4000, who's another artist out of Oakland, but he's obviously younger and he's got like a huge fan base. And, he's doing his thing on a very large level, and it's produced by my man Excellence out of Chicago. And Excel, he's a 2-time Grammy winning producer. So he's done stuff. I think he did the track on Kanye's album that had Wiz Khalifa on it. He's produced for NLE Chopper. you name it, Yo Gotti, he's doing his thing. So the production is fresh, right? And it's amazing, the commonality that, me coming from the West Coast and then him being in Chicago and just that whole vibe. It's, there's a common thread there, right? So we just kind of vibe together. We actually did a whole project called Midway, which, Midway is the airport in Chicago on the west side. And it's like the connection between the Bay and Chicago. But this single, we were, he was shooting me beats and bro, as soon as I heard that track and he already had the hook on it and it just spoke to me. And for me, it was right in that lane where I could be Money B, still be kind of smooth and laid back and like you said, I think artists from my era and my age, we figured out, or at least I hope a lot of them have figured out, that we don't have to try to compete with these other artists or try to do what they're doing and try to match it and try to be where they're at. Bro, just be you. I've always said, if I hear a new KRS-One record, I want it to sound like KRS-One. I don't want KRS-One sounding like the Migos. That's not going to fly, right? So, and what we have to realize is that, for all of us, hip hop is growing up in front of our eyes, right? The reason that we shunned or when we were 20, we couldn't imagine a 30-year-old rapper because rap wasn't 30 years old. So the people who were 30 and above, when we looked at them, they didn't understand hip hop. So we like, bro, that's the age where it's not cool, right? But as we get, I've watched it from, when Digital Underground first came out, I was 19 years old and I thought I was too old because LL, Fat Boys, Roxanne Shante, they all came out when they were like 14, 15, and 16. So 19 was old when I first came out. Then you move it forward. And as we get older, I remember the certain artists trying to talk about Jay-Z being 30. You almost 30, whatever, right? Now look at us, then we had your Jay-Z's and other artists that made 30, it was okay. Now, you got your 2 Chainz in his 40s and E40 in his 50s and Too Short and they're pushing 60 and Kendrick, the hottest nigga out, is 38. You know what I mean? It's okay, right? So eventually, as hip hop gets older, and we're gonna age out to where there's gonna be nobody alive that didn't grow up on hip hop, then it really won't matter. Because if I'm 70, I'm still gonna pop on that hip hop that I loved. It might be the older hip hop that I grew up on from my era, but it's gonna be hip hop. So it's gonna be okay. So we're just now getting to that age to where it's always, I've never had a problem with it because I knew that we would get to this point, and we're gonna further get to this point, even if, me in my 50s is just another guinea pig to let people know that it's okay, right? It's fine. I'm satisfied. I feel like I've built enough hip hop equity where I can do what I want to do, and either you dig it or you don't. You know what I mean? Like at this point, I'm doing it for me, and I'm doing it for the people that enjoy listening to me. I'm really, and I'm just saying this, but take it how I'm saying it. I'm not really looking for new fans. I'm making music for myself and people that like to hear my music. And it's freeing, it's liberating. Right? There's no pressure.
A lot of
and it's dope.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of sound bites, a lot of knowledge right there. A lot of real shit. I want to play the video. We're gonna come back. Shout out to your legacy, close to your underground and the Bay. All the contributions to everything.
Yeah, play it because I want to tell you guys how I'm releasing it, which is very interesting. I think you guys check it out. Okay.
Tough.
It is
tough. Money B, I'm gonna tell you this, man. So I know that song. We've actually been playing it on the show And not to give away anything, I actually brought this to New Music Wednesdays back in November. So I'm pretty sure people didn't even realize that was you, because it was funny you talking about how, as a veteran, you don't want to sound or compete. Right. On this, it didn't sound like you were competing. It sounded very natural. And I've probably played that on here. People didn't even realize that was you on there, man. Dope track.
Well, actually, I prefer it that way. Like,
yeah.
Because once you say, if I could play a dope record, as soon as I tell you it's DMC, it seems old. But if it's dope and you don't know who it is, you just take it for what it is. That's a compliment to me.
Yeah, no, you did it. That was real dope, man. CL, what you got over there, man? Did we lose CL? Is he still there?
I'm still here. Okay. What's going on? Money B, when you coming to New York? Because we got a lot of shit going on back in, bro.
I just left New York.
You just left.
I just left New York. Fuck it. I'm just gonna tell y'all. Nigga, I did a joint with PMB from PMB. Woo! Wait till you hear that thing.
Let's go.
That's underground business.
That's
what I'm doing. Underground business.
Shit.
How about that?
That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to PMB.
I can't keep a secret.
And Parish. Shout out to Parish and Eric, man. You know,
yeah,
it's all family, man. That's all family.
Yep. And I think we might pop out on the dynamic duos too. Shot.
Oh, that's dope. Let's do it.
Not this one, but the next one. On the next one, volume 2.
Shout out to my man. He just pulled up out of LA.
Coca.
Yeah. Okay,
that's
take
my
your
family right there too.
Take your joint up a mute, man, and turn your camera to the side. Or whatever. Let's just take your joint up.
Get your shit together, man.
Hey.
Tighten up.
What's up?
Still with you, man?
Oh man, had to chime through. I know CL was like, we got Money B. I was like, wait a minute, that's my brother from another.
You know it. Hey man, Listen. Hey, Coco, I'm glad you here, because let me tell you guys how I'm releasing this project, right? So the single is on DSPs, it's out, but the way I'm releasing the project is on it's a Tapioca fan card, right? So it's not an album, but it's a content project, meaning like, you know, you guys have your credit card where you tap to pay.
Yeah.
This is a card that you tap to play, right? So what it is it's a fan card that you get, and it uses the near field technology. Hold on, let me. 1 second.
Why are you doing that? I'm gonna shout out to Tapioca. Well, that's our people from SOHH, and that's love. That is fire, man.
Say what?
And that's our people from SOHH that's working with that.
Yeah. Steven told me to tell you what's up.
Where is Steven? Oh my God.
Steven Samuel. We was on today, right? So check it out. This is it, right? So it fits, it's like a credit card. What you do is, let me open up my phone. But you tap into your phone and it opens up a standalone platform that you have your music, not just music, your videos, like the video you just saw is on the card. So you have your phone, you tap it to the back, and it opens up the platform.
Oh, that's
you have
sick.
All your artwork, your songs, and then you have your videos, right? You have, and remember, because we come from an era where we were used to tangible products, where you get it, you look at the artwork, you open it up, you read the credits. So on here you can see the credits. It has all your links, and I'm taking it a step further. So not only is this a collectible card that you need this card to tap to your phone to play the content, but it's a collectible, right? So you have it, you're automatically, it's like a membership card. So now it also offers IRL experiences where if if we're performing and I'll be like, hey, you got the the AWDD, which is Analog Wishes Digital Dreams, which is the name of the project. Meet me at the merch booth, 40% off, right?
Oh, that's
all merch, just for having the card. Or if I'm in New York, me and CL, we partying up, album release party, first 10 people with the card come to the front, I'm buying shots.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
Hey,
you know,
hey,
you
hey,
get
I'll
it.
be there.
So,
I'll be there.
right. So you want this card, and for the artist, you know, it gives you it's a direct to fan solution to where you get, you know, you get first party, you get the data, right? So you get the data that you can connect and stay in touch with your fan directly. You can update the platform. So let's just say, you know, I actually did a live version of Sit Next to Me, the song you just heard with that band.
Yeah.
Say, you know, we call it the live remix. I drop it onto the platform. Now I just reach out to all the people that got the car. I'm like, yo, check the platform. It's been updated with a remix.
All right. That's
Check
dope.
it out.
It's more
Like that.
intimate that way, and it's direct.
It is, and you got to think about it like this. So this card, like I'm selling it, you know, $35, which is a super bargain for everything I just said that you get. But if you think about it, you know, 1 million streams will get you like 3,500 to 4K, right?
Yeah.
Well, I sell 100 of these.
Oh my God.
I know 100 people that I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk to their house and I'm gonna sell them and I'm gonna get that money.
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
the rip. Right?
Hey.
So, and, you know, I mean, and I ain't gotta hustle trying to figure out how I'm gonna reach 1 million, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You go and you record a song in the studio, say, you know, you produce it. This is on the cheap side, but say you spend $500 to make a song, you know, you need 166,000 streams to equate to about $500.
Right.
And most people would stream a song maybe 5 times. So you got to have 33,000 people stream a song 5 times. Where, you know, I'm gonna pop off and I'm gonna promote this. I'm gonna do a podcast from here, all about like it's almost like, remember how they used to do telethons?
Yeah.
What's his name? Jerry Lewis telethons about, you know, buy this and buy that. I'm just gonna sit up. I'm gonna do a podcast all about this project. I'm gonna have all the guests. You know, one of the songs I got Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. I got our brother Big Hutch, Code 187 is on the joint with me. It's me, Hutch, and Crazy Bone, which is gonna be the single after this, which is crazy.
Oh, that's dope.
Right? You know, yeah, man. And I'm just gonna get on and this is the way for me.
Yeah, that's very,
you know,
very
I'm speaking directly
innovative.
to the people that are interested in me. And
Right.
I would definitely suggest artists like yourself, Cocaine, to look into it. You can call me.
I'm gonna
'Cause I
call
know
you.
a guy.
I'm gonna
I
pick your
know a
brain.
guy that can put you on. And this is, you know, this is it's merch.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have fans that just want it because they collect your merchandise. Because I'm
Right.
signing the first 100, right? So the first 100 are gonna be signed by me with my original tag CL that I've
Right.
been using back when I was doing, you know, hitting up trains.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Well, let me tell you, because I know you're
I ain't
in
no
the
damn train.
middle of the. I know you're in the middle of the interview. I want to tell you, man, you know, I'm very proud of you for sticking to the script. You know, they at one point they said hip hop was a young man's sport, and obviously they was pissing in the wind and got it in their face, and that was the wrong thing, man. Music is forever. You've definitely been a pillar and a staple of West Coast and on the international market. I know Shock G, Pac, you know, KMG, all of us would be very proud. And you continue to make good music. That slumper I just heard, hey man, you ain't missed a beat, brother. You know what I mean? And that you showing people not only I could be in the game a long time, but I look good at doing it too.
And look good doing it.
So salute. I'm giving
Hey
you
man,
flowers.
you said it. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm giving you flowers
appreciate
and a
it.
whole garden, fam. On
Yeah, you know,
Digiwaxx.
and you know, and me and you, we gonna get together and do something. Because I ain't stopping, right?
No, not at all.
You know, I just keep it moving. I got a vinyl project that's probably coming, hopefully for Christmas and going into the next year. Because the catalog is just so great. Like I never stop doing music. And you know, us as artists sometimes, you know, we sit on it and we think about it like, man, they don't like this. Fuck that. I'm putting
Right.
everything out. You know, I'm about to empty the chamber on everybody.
There you go.
Just leave it. You know what I mean?
Empty
you
that
gotta
vault.
do it. You gotta put everything out, bro, because it doesn't do us any good sitting in a hard drive.
Mm-mm.
Right?
Not at all.
Because I got a bunch of music and a bunch of projects that did that for many years. And you know, think about your kids. You know, at least do it for them. You know, that's their catalog. It might not do nothing for you right now.
Intellectual properties, bro.
Yeah, but get that stuff out there.
Yeah.
Popping. So that's, you know, that's how we're rolling it out. And then lastly, I just want to share, you know, the title is, it's Analog Wishes, Digital Dreams. And the way I got that title, you know, thanks to, well, yeah, Mike Singleton, who helped me with that.
Right here,
But
bro.
basically the meaning is, you know, in the beginning, back when we started, everything was analog. So we had analog wishes. And through that and doing what we did, our digital dreams came true. You know, us in Digital Underground. So, and how that plays out in this project. So, you know, there are 10 new songs on the project, right? But if you click to the video page, it's basically I'm sharing our journey of how we got here. Like, because the music is telling you where I'm at right now. But when you go to the video portion, you know, I've got a video clip of the story I'm telling about Tupac, right? And I don't know if you guys can share. I would even share that video so you can kind of see. But then I'm also sharing the story of how the Humpty Dance almost wasn't made, almost didn't happen. You know, back before, remember I said we were popular in Europe before we were in the States. So when we were touring, we didn't have that much material. So we had to do like this long 45-minute set to get to Do What You Like, which was our hit. So me and Shock, we used to do these skits, and Fuse used to beatbox, and we used to do, you know, go back and forth rhyming over other beats. And so I'm sharing all of that in this project where I probably couldn't share it any other way because it's a standalone project. You know, I'm not worried about copyrights and doing all of this and that because it's almost like if you buy a record from somebody or if you buy somebody else's property, it's yours. It's not on a public platform. What I'm saying. It's not like I can share anything. So I'm sharing some of these, you know, these lost cassette files and audio that I've been saving since 1989 and 88 that I'm just now sharing with the world. So it's definitely a project that, you know, I feel it's a great project. It's worth it. Analog Wishes, Digital Dreams, Money B in the building.
Shout out to nephew Mike too.
Hey, CL, is it a way that I can share? It's like a minute long, just so I can give you an idea of what's on this project. Yeah, if you share with me.
And then you have to take the host.
Yeah, and then I share. Let me see.
Right?
Yes.
Bring it at the bottom.
And then I'm gonna press this, and then I'm gonna share, and then I'm gonna press play.
There you go. Wait, make sure you click on the share sound on the left.
Oh, where is it at? Oh shit.
Wait, stop it real quick.
Okay, I am.
Stop your share.
All right. Oh, stop the share?
Yep, stop the share.
Okay. I'll do that. Wait, how do I stop the share?
I need the lesson too. CL, let's do
Yeah, how
this.
you stop the share?
Right.
See, I know how to share. Oh, it says stop share. I stopped it.
Right, stop the share. Do it all over again. Share.
Share.
You click on share. And you all right, now let's say you want to play your video, right? You're gonna go to the screen.
Okay, press share.
Now
Right.
you click, don't share yet. On the right side, before you get to that page, stop the share one more time. Before you get to that page,
damn it,
when you
I'm
first
too
go to
fast.
share. You go to share. On the right
Okay.
side, you're gonna see something. On the right side, you're gonna see something that says like
Share
three little
sound.
boxes. You gotta share the sound.
Share the sound.
And then under the
Learn
sound,
something.
you see one more
Optimize?
optimize the video.
Yeah.
And then you cooking.
Okay.
Now you hot.
Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
We can see it.
Okay, here we go. Check this shit out.
8 million stories.
Chew one. So we bring Tupac out on his first tour with Digital Underground, and we're playing this arena in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, back then, Humpty Dance was our big hit, and nobody really knew who we were. So before and after our show, while the headliner was playing, we would walk through the crowd and, you know, mingle with the audience. This one particular day, Tupac comes running up to me and is like, yo, man, come on, we got to go fight these niggas. I'm like, what happened? He said, man, they was talking shit and laughing at my chains. Now, back then, we didn't really have no dough, so Tupac used to wear all these silver chains, and some of them was kind of rusty. You know, he wasn't shining. It really didn't look that hot, but he used to wear them shits, right? So I'm like, how many of them is it? He's like, it's about 10 of them. I'm like, 10 people? He's like, yeah, come on. I was like, dude, if you really want to go fight these dudes, I go with you, but I don't want to go with you. Of course, he starts screaming about how when he get his own thing, he gonna do it the way he want to do it and whatnot. Fortunately, we didn't have to go fight, but that's the type of shit I used to have to deal with Pac back in the day.
Oh, that's dope as fuck.
Oh,
That's dope. It's exclusive content, man.
that's
That makes
exclusive content. You can only get it. You know what I mean?
That's why
That's
it's hard
dope.
is gonna work. That's why it's gonna work.
Word.
That's
So it's like
what's
they
up.
get the music, you know. Y'all, you gotta remember, sitting next to me is on that thing. And the video is going to be on there, so I'm sharing the videos.
That's genius.
I love it. I love it. Good stuff. Big Red, I know you had a question. You want to say something? So did my man C Styles. Pour shout to Cocaine in the building. So Cocaine, do me one big favor. Just turn your camera to the horizontal if you can. They won't kill him. There you go.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Killing me.
Watch out now. Watch out now.
There he is.
Watch out. Big Red, go ahead, brother. You want with B? Got Money B and Cocaine in the building.
And
Go ahead.
That's what's up. Money B Cocaine. What's going on, fellas? What's happening, everybody?
Double trouble.
Hey man, blessed to have y'all on the call. Thank y'all for being here, man. Y'all both legends in the game. West Coast representing. I just want to say, man, Money B, you've been like the track, like the bass in it, like the everything behind the music that you're putting out, man. It's good to see a lot of our and same to you, Cocaine, to see a lot of our pioneer artists coming back and reclaiming, you know what I'm saying, to say that, hey, reclaiming that we was here first and we're gonna stay here. Age don't mean nothing, you know what I mean? And Ice Cube said it better. It said, long as I got a pen and a tongue, I'm gonna use it. You know what I mean? No did it. But long as I got it, I'm gonna keep using it. You know what I'm saying? So why not? You got, rock and roll artists in their 80s and 90s still out there killing shows. Again, rock and roll was in before hip hop, and hip hop is growing. Like Money B said, I just want to see you guys keep going, keep grinding. The Digital Underground. I mean, I've always been a fan of Digital Underground. I wound up stealing my brother's CD and was bumping Sex Packets, you know what I'm saying? And like my favorite line is, giving the best that I got like Anita. I'm giving her the best that I got. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So I always like that right there in line, man. I always been and represent for the 5-footers too, you know what I'm saying? So I always enjoyed it, you know what I mean? So what my question to you and to both of you guys, when it comes to hip hop now, and I'm the AI guy in the room, what are y'all views on AI and technology as far as this hip hop?
Go ahead, Coke.
I think it's a war. I think we've been told that through movies, through Star Trek, through Terminator. But the good thing about it, we're still human beings. It's still tangible. We can still utilize the AI in a positive way because there's pros and cons and everything. And unfortunately, a lot of people will use it for the con thing. I know they've been having Nipsey Hussle, Pac, Lil Bro Pac, and some other cats they've been redoing like in Cuba or at the basketball game. I'm just gonna be brutally honest, man. I can't even reshare it because it feels funny to me. It feels like, wow, they're actually taking the soul out of it and then, trying to leave a statement about, hey, you can be replaced. You feel me? And it's like, I tend to use it because this is where it's pushing, just like computer chips. Use it in a positive way. Get the positive things out of it because it's pros and cons and everything. But I feel AI is more detrimental to the culture and detrimental to artists. So it's imperative that artists are finding out ways, such as Money B, to have innovative approaches on how to get their investment back. And, it just sucks, man. We got AI artists that are now in position to sell records and getting multi-million-dollar deals. AI is a big Ponzi scheme, but then you can also, I like to play the devil's advocate. You can use it for something that's very instrumental for your own individuality, your own success. And you just got to figure out ways on how to do that. You know, other than that, you know what I mean? Be careful with the AI because they're copying every detail of your fabric of your being. And then it's just creepy at the same time.
So I'm going to approach it
I agree.
from the opposite way, Whereas, you know, like Cocaine said, like when you know, for example, when we think about robots, right? We think about, you know, Empire Strikes Back and Buck Rogers and these robots with lasers and shooting people up with the eye going, yeah. But in reality, the robot is the thing in Detroit that's screwing the bolts into your car. That's a robot. That's how we use robots, right? So for me, AI, it's just a tool, right? And it's not going back in the box, right? So either you're going to use it or you're not going to use it. And if you don't use it, you're going to be left behind, right? So we have to find out, you know, and you know, I think the way that I'm able to get things done is that I don't dwell on the negative and the things that I won't do and can't do. Only focus on the things that I will do and I want to do, right? So what we can do with AI, and I'll give you examples where it is helpful, right? So, you know, and say you're the AI guy, so you understand this. Like, bro, I was in meetings with 11 Labs like 3 years ago because they were looking for someone to be the hip hop advocate of it. And because I'm into Web3 and things like that, so I understand it, right? So I've been on top of it for a long time. So, and I've always said, like, you know, use cases, which all of these things that I'm going to say, I mentioned 3 or 4 years ago, and they're all just now coming to fruition. I said that what if with AI, the DLC could make albums with his now lyrics, but with his original voice. And that's what he's doing, right? Imagine you and your man had a rap group. Y'all almost finished with the album. He goes to jail. Can't finish the album. Oh, wait, I can because I have his lyrics. He wrote it. Let me use AI to you know, voice match and finish that album. Right. There are ways, you know, I just told you I have an immersive audiobook that I'm releasing, right? I don't want to sit there and fucking talk 25 chapters. I'd rather do 1 or 2 chapters, have my voice modeled and let AI finish the audiobook for me. Then I can go back and just correct the small things that aren't there. These are ways that AI can be used positively. Now, when you talk about, you know, Cocaine, what you said about the stuff with Tupac and all of that, we can see that that's not real, right? So we can either get fake mad, you know, all this fake anger on social media and be mad about something for 2 days until the next thing that we're fake mad about and be outraged, you know, whatever, bro. Like, that shit don't matter. Let's do what we need to do and use it the way that we need to use it. And it's there to be used. Because once again, can't put it back in the box. It's not going away. And those of us that choose not to will be the relics that will be left behind. Or they'll be doing it the hard way moving forward.
Yeah. I believe exactly.
Avoidable.
I definitely use AI for the benefit of what we're doing because AI is going to change the trajectory of health. You know what I mean? There's things that they're going to do with AI that's going to help people live a little bit longer, be a little bit more productive. So that's what basically I was saying, playing the devil's advocate. You can use it for something positive, but unfortunately, a lot of people use it for negative. And you know, we're not supposed to concentrate on that, but you got to know what the enemy is doing at the same time so you can move forward. So I think AI is good for people like us. I know I use it to this day.
You know what I'm gonna use it for, or what I'm trying to use it for, and you guys know somebody. What I want to do, and Cocaine, you think about this too. I want to use AI, and you know, I've been researching it fine because I want to have that song sit next to me, translated into as many languages as I can with my vocal. right? But you need AI to do that, right? And you would say like, okay, well, it's not about feeding AI your acapella because different words mean different things in different languages and they don't all rhyme. So it has to be translated, right? So, I'm looking for someone that, say someone that speaks Portuguese that sort of has a similar tone of their voice to translate my rap into a Portuguese rap where it rhymes, it makes sense, but it's sort of the same thing. And then use AI modeling to make it my voice, right? And then that way, that's other revenue streams when you have your music in different languages and in other countries rocking and rolling. And the other thing about it is, imagine, if you want to learn another language and you get to hear yourself speaking that language. So imagine I'm learning Spanish from Money B teaching it to me, right? I really know how I'm supposed to sound because I'm hearing myself say it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's perfect. Yeah.
I think there's a litigious side to it as well. There's a litigious side to AI. It just has to work itself out over time because things like publishing, a lot of AI programs could only spit out what you put into it. So there's not really ways around compensating people for using their intellectual property. And for the laws that aren't on the books now, it's no different than when we really didn't know what to do about sampling at first. Sampling was the Wild West for like 2 or 3 years until they figured out how to actually deal with it, right? It's going to be the same thing with AI. Laws are going to change. And historically, the laws have always been behind technology anyway. But it's the Wild West right now.
Yeah, I'm not worried about somebody stealing my blah, blah, blah. Because even with the Tupac shit, you can't release it. You can't really you can put it on social media. That's what I'm saying is it's fake outrage. It doesn't mean anything. It's just some shit on social media. Nobody's making money using AI off of Tupac. You're just not. You can't. And trust me, I know the state. They're not fucking with you like that. Nobody. So they on your ass right away. So yeah, man. That's what we got with that.
Okay. So with the AI.
Yeah. I got a fun fact for you while we're talking about sampling, right? Remember how we said sampling was the Wild West, like 91, 92, before we figured out how to do it. You know that
late 80s, yeah.
Yeah, late 80s, yeah, right as it started to come along. You know that 6 million ways to die, choose one. That's my record. That's what that sample came from a Raw Fusion record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's my fucking record. And the only reason I mention that is because it was in 91, Cuddy Ranks sampled our record. That's why when you listen to Cuddy Ranks, the laugh, it cuts off right at the end because it's not him. You go listen to Raw Fusion, Don't Test, that's my record. And that guy under he is the guy that said it. He's DJing through the whole record. That's a fucking Raw Fusion record. But the only reason you don't know that is because it was right around the time where it was sort of whack for hip hop to sue hip hop for sampling. So he's like, should we go after that or is it cool? We just kind of let it ride. And then next thing you know, Snoop, Funk Flex, everybody sampled our shit, but we never got credit for it. And people just, assumed at it. But if you really think about it, that's not even fucking Cuddy Ranks' voice. He don't sound nothing like that.
But see, from the outside,
corporation. Go ahead.
No, I was saying from the outside looking in, yeah, I always thought that was some, Jamaican track, some reggae track. I never knew that, man. I never knew that. Wow.
My guy.
You didn't think of it. You didn't think of it as a corporation getting rich off this stuff. It was Interscope making all the money. You didn't think about it that way because there was these rules in hip hop,
and then
we didn't look at things clearly.
Yep, and the guys that kind of set the standard the year after that was, I think Wu-Tang was the first ones who was like, fuck that, nobody sampling us, we don't care, and they just getting their money. They went at it, and then after that, it was just like, yeah, that's right, get it. But we let it ride too long, and we never went after, we never went after it. But
man, that's great right there.
Search Raw Fusion, Don't Test.
I got
and
that.
crazy. And I
Well,
remember the night we recorded that, I came home because it was a late night recording session. It was overnight. So I come home and that morning, whatever it was, I know I got home, and at the time Tupac was living on the other side of the lake from me, and Big Stretch was with him. And they came over to my crib and I played the record, and Tupac was like, bro, that intro is wild. He's like, just from that intro, he's like, that record is dope just because of that intro. And I was like, and I pushed for it to be a single at Hollywood Basic, which was the label we were signed to. And they thought it was too, it wasn't Money B Digital Underground enough. It was too
military.
Well, it was,
it kind of had a reggae sound to it, but
because we redid "Don't Test" the Shabba Ranks record,
and it was one of my favorite songs back in the day, man. That song,
so you know it,
I used to listen to that all the time, man. I used to put it in my little.
But a lot of people don't know that.
It had a dope beat, man. That was a very nice song, man.
DJ C Styles, man, you've been waiting for a minute, man. What you got to say?
Man, at this point, I'm just giving y'all niggas y'all flowers. Mr. Cocaine, Mr. We Stay On Point like Stacey Adams. Yes, sir. I remember I met you when you came down to our New Music Mondays event.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
So, I'm C Styles with the Coalition DJ, so I'm just giving you flowers. Money B. I also DJ for the Sugar Hill Gang and Furious 5. I met you and Shaq when we all did a 90s show in Cali. Okay. And y'all came to our dressing room and I met y'all for the first time. I was like, yeah, man. And then sat back and smoked weed with me.
He's like, these niggas drink a lot.
So listen, it was a good time that day, yo. It was a good time that day.
It's always a good time.
There was a lot of people on that bill. But it was a dope ass old school. You know the joints that they do every year. They put all the hip hop, old school hip hop acts on it. I forgot who the promoter was, but it was a while ago. But I said that to say it was good times. I'm giving y'all flowers because y'all don't get them enough. I appreciate the longevity in you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all didn't let hip hop die. Y'all still kept going and y'all still going to this day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers kind of gave up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let the kids have it. Nah, fuck that. Nah, we need balance.
You don't have a choice.
This is the definition of balance. That
I don't know
record,
else.
Even though I heard that record before when Quantum played it a while back, I still think that record is fire. Yo, that shit is a groovy movie in my book, but got right there, buddy. Groovy movie.
Yeah, it is.
Hello.
Just giving y'all flowers, man. Salute.
I appreciate it, man. You know, I'm just hoping I live long enough to get a feature with Cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
For some reason, you know what I mean? I'll be setting up the studio time and you never show up.
Nah. After we get off that line, you gonna have to.
So I'm like, no, it's your time now. I'm gonna kick back. It's your time.
Man, listen.
I end it with that.
Oh, Cocaine, what you gonna do?
Hey, I'm on it like I'm on it. Say less. You know, this I said the same thing with Rhythm D, who did Eazy-E's stuff. Like, we just got through barely doing the song. So it happens sometimes, but God got us here. We still looking young and out here agitating the gravity. So send that record. I promise you I got you on this one, fam.
Cocaine.
All right, just so everybody know this is all recorded.
Man, y'all need to go old school and be in the studio together. That sending me the foul shit is okay, but getting the studio together to be a better vibe. Trust.
I'll be out there. I'll be out in Cali soon, man. I'm gonna pull up to you, family. Anyway.
Yeah, Cocaine.
You know I'm right by your hometown. I'm like 30 minutes from Pomona, man.
Yeah, I know, man. Hey, you on that special record? You, Hutch, KMG, rest in peace, and Tupac. That was the first time they ever heard.
That.
Yep, that was the first time they ever heard the word G-Funk. And that's the trip how Shock G was supposed to be on that record, but we used Pac. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that was the record Money B, Pac, Eazy-E, Goldmack, rest in peace, Layla, just so Stretches there in the video. Eazy-E ran. Yeah, man, history, man, between us.
And it's crazy that you're on the call today, Money B, because like 2 nights ago, I was on Pluto TV and I was watching the old school show of Showtime at the Apollo. And guess who pops up there doing amateur night with paper bags on their face?
Unknown rappers.
Yep.
Yo, I just saw this episode the other day, and then I'm on the phone with you today. Like, this is crazy. Like, yo, I just saw these dudes the other day doing kiss me and I kiss you back.
Yeah.
Hey, Cocaine.
Which
I
is
wanted to say
definitely
something to Kane. Hey, Cocaine. Yeah, man, I've been in the business for over 30 years too. And I
Yes,
just
sir.
want to tell you, man, I've always been a big fan. I think you are and were like one of the most creative writer, vocalist, singer, rappers, period. And I think a lot of what happened on the West Coast after like 91 were people taking little pieces of what you did, and you kind of fell on the sword for being so different. Like, what is this dude doing? Right?
Right.
You have to feel the same way because this is your life. But that's
Right.
what I saw. And yeah, man, I just want to say you one of them dudes. One of the
Man,
best.
God bless your soul, man. I'm still out there having fun at my age and seeing
I
being
see
able to
you
see.
did a song with Cool Rock Ski, bro.
Oh,
Ain't
yeah.
nobody else ever did a song with Cool Rock Ski except
Not on the
Cocaine.
West.
Shout out to the Fat Boys, period, on that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Rest in peace, man.
Big facts. Big
And
facts.
I
leave it to Kane to do a song with Cool Rock Ski. What? I was like, wow.
And listen, it's fun to be here, and you know, because I'm a firm believer in God and family, and to be able to exist this long because there's a lot of people that just simply ain't here. Some left the business, some are transition to heaven. It's just a blessing, man, to be able to be here and educating people because now we're educators. When you look at Money B, he's an educator. And it's a beautiful thing, man, to, be alive, first of all, and being able to educate people and inspire people. Because at the end of the day, that's all we hear. Everything, from Digiwaxx to Money B to yourself to myself, we are here to inspire people. We can't take nothing with us. The only thing we can leave us with us is a good name. And I pride myself on having a good name, despite of all the pitfalls. I know Money B can relate to that. We all, there's ups and downs, turnaround, hula hoops and everything. And to be able to persevere through it all and still be irrelevant, I owe all that glory to God. That's it. That's my secret.
Damn me,
100, man. I think this tap to play technology really allows us to take a lot of the power back. Because like you said, you got to get 6 million streams to make $10. But from the West Coast perspective, which I'm very familiar with, everything really came from the fact that artists were selling 100,000 copies and getting rich. They say 100,000 on the underground is ghetto gold. That's because you didn't have to sell 10 million records to get rich. So it's really ridiculous the way we've lost that. I think the tap to play and the whole direct to consumer market takes that power back, and that's much needed in the game right now.
I'll say this last thing before I go, because I know y'all in the mix, and I wanted to show some love to my brother and my brothers. I'm just happy that people are creating their .com sites and innovative approaches like Money B was expressing. Is because we got to be able to control the autonomy. For a certain while, we were fighting against mumble rap and all these other things to where the internet turned weirdos on steroids. And it wasn't about music. It was about eating a cockroach and going viral. Now it's getting back to the authenticity of music and substance and things that are tangible. And it's right on time, because everything is according to a season for the right reason. And it's the right reasons that we're all really engaged into this culture versus AI versus people trying to just get your money for free on the Spotify, paying the 9.99 prescriptions and only getting 0.0. I think as well as something that's bad that happened, something that good is coming out of this. So it's, unfortunately, I always say, diamonds are not made by feathers, they're made by pressure. And the culture has been pressured to think of innovative approaches and simply be patient, because a lot of times, we want it the way we want it, but we had to wait and cultivate certain innovative approaches. And we had to put the blunt down for a second, read tutorials and educate ourselves on how to have an innovative approach. And I think this is a beautiful time that we are in the music game, because we get to control our independence, autonomy, but it's hands-on, it's tangible, it's physical. We get to utilize each other's connections and resources. And I'm glad we had a point in place in the culture to where we can make a pivot and actually control our autonomy and actually run it the way it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? For the people, by the people. And we get a chance just as artists to really get our investment back, man, because we done spent a lot of money. It takes a lot traveling, takes a lot of this, and it's good that it's getting back to Inspector 12. Why fix it if it wasn't broke? You feel me? So I'm happy we're in a good position right now. Not to bleed y'all ear off, but we're in the greatest position we can be. And this is the most important, because we all on this phone and we don't have no egos, ain't no big eyes or little U's. We all soaking up, information that we desperately
Listen,
need.
man, knowledge is key at the end of the day. Knowledge is key at the end of the day.
Yeah,
so listen, man, if you dropping jewels, and we listening.
Yeah, so that's it, man. And I can speak for myself to share this with you. Back when Napster was, Prince was talking about Napster, I kind of took a page when everybody was doing, and I'm not following them. Everybody was doing the Samuel, the Django tap dance. Yeah, so what I did is created it now. I put out a project. I'm not going to say right now because this is my guy time. But I mean, it sold at $80, 100, and I got my own digital platform. So it sold 80, it sold 100 for the physical and 80 for the digital. But I'm not complaining because we had 28,000 right now.
That's what's up. Now
that's what's up. So it's about controlling the autonomy and controlling the investment, and just be patient with yourself. Build one brick by one brick. Before you ball, you gotta crawl. You know what I mean? It's cool starting from scratch to learn about it. You know what I'm saying? That's my intake.
Absolutely.
No doubt. Naomi G, you've been waiting in the wing, man. What you got to say?
I just like C Styles, I just want to give my flowers to both Money B and of course OG Cocaine. Thank y'all, because you guys paved the way for so many people. Not just that, you guys were an outlet for us growing up, listening to your music. If we had a bad day, if we were going through a breakup, if we were mad at someone, if we just needed to be uplifted in some way, if we needed some pre-mix club music, we'd throw you guys on and it just take us away from whatever we were dealing with. So thank you for that, because like you guys probably saved so many people by doing that as well. So thank you for that. Thank you for staying true, not just to the music, but to yourselves. You never try to sell out yourself and try to be someone else. You've always stuck to what you knew and who you were, and you expanded on that. So thank you for that. And you guys, thank you. Just thank you. That's all I can say.
You're welcome. God bless you.
That's what's up, man. Now, Money B, man, we got to ask, I know you might have said it before, but this song, Sit Next to Me, the new project, what are we looking at? Again, let everybody know, what are we looking at in terms of when you want to drop this new project?
Sit Next to Me is out right now. It's on all DSPs, and actually, on the Djservicepack, I've added the video for DJs that spin the video. It's there, it's available. The tap to play fan card, Tapioca fan card, which features it next to me, 10 new songs, it's like 17, 18 pieces of content all together between video and audio. I'm looking to drop that probably in about 3 weeks. It'll be live. You know what I mean? And once again, it's a standalone platform that I'll constantly be updating. So, as we do remixes or pre-mixes or whatever it is, or when I finally get that cocaine hook, you know what I mean? I might pop that thing.
I was just going to say, I'm on that one.
Yeah, I might just sit on that thing for about a couple of months myself.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, we recorded, man. We recorded, so he got to come through.
I need this part of it.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, man, so I'm out here moving and grooving, and as we speak, and as I'm releasing this project, I'm still releasing singles, right? I'm just, I'm, like I said, I'm at the point now where I have so much content. I decide, well, you know what? I did this joint with Razzcast. I feel like it's time to put that thing out. You know what I mean? And it'll drop. So if you anybody that pays attention to me will just see things popping up. Just like I mentioned, I did the joint with PMD. I don't know when that's coming out. I just did it, right? I got, like I don't know when Eric is gonna drop the dynamic duos. I got another joint that I'm trying to figure out when I want to drop it with me, Razzcast, and Numbskull from the Loonies. It's fire, right? But and I may or may not add it to this project, but I may, if I do a video, I'll definitely put it on there and kind of lead you into whatever the next project is. Like I said, I have a vinyl project called Midway, which fully produced by Excellence out of Chicago, which features a lot of Coar from Crucial Conflict is on it. A new artist, Sweet Juices. I don't know if you ever heard of her. She out of Chicago. She's dope. She got fire. And yeah, man, I'm just active. Great time to be alive.
That's what's happening, man. That is what's happening. We do appreciate you being on the call, man. And we're definitely going to make sure that we support it. The single for everybody that is on the call, you can go to digiwaxx.com. The DJ pack is up there for sitting next to me. And again, Money B, if you want, if you're on the chat, you can put in how they can follow you. Anybody can follow you for any drops of interviews. And with that, does someone need to reach out to you or to your manager, Michael Singleton, for any drops of interviews?
Yeah, I'll do that right now. And then I just ask you guys to do me a favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Money B DUTV. DU like Digital Underground. Money B.
Put it in the chat real quick if you could.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. We'll definitely make sure
now.
we follow.
I can't chew gum and walk at the same time.
Oh, it's all good, man. You done enough all these years, man. Come on. We not gonna hold you to it, man.
Y'all keep talking while I'm typing.
Yeah.
And much love to everybody. I'm gonna creep up out of here, but I wanted to slide through, let you know that that content y'all playing is banging. I'm gonna be banging it in my ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm not only his brother, but I'm a big fan.
Yeah. No, we appreciate you being on too, Cocaine. I know you've been on before with us, man, but we appreciate you coming through and dropping knowledge as per usual. You know what I'm saying? But remember, this is recorded. I'm just gonna say it for the third time. This is recorded.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm circling back, Coco. I need that.
I'm putting the pressure on. I'm putting the pressure on for you, buddy.
I'm on you, like, you know what I'm saying? Fly zone, boo boo.
Okay.
Yeah. No doubt, man.
Do it. I need it.
So people, you can see the YouTube in the chat, folks. If you want to see the YouTube, follow Money B. Also, you can follow him on Instagram. I believe it's Money B X69. Money B 69.
Yeah, that's IG and Twitter. I'm typing it.
And much love to Digiwaxx and everybody on here. Much love to CL.
I appreciate all of y'all.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? You know, y'all the best, man. Let's continue to build and do what's real. Much love, y'all.
We're going to take it back a little bit with this one real quick. So y'all stay tuned. It's Digiwaxx. Yeah.
I want everybody to look out next year, a brand new and probably the last and final Digital Underground album with new production by Shock G and vocals that you guys haven't heard.
Really?
Coming.
Man, you know, it's interesting you say that, and I'm gonna let you go, but I want to get this. A lot of people are doing that. I think that's dope. I know this week we got Mobb Deep that's dropping. Obviously, rest in peace, Prodigy. There's a new Big L record coming out. De La Soul is gonna release a record. Rest in peace, Dave. I think that this is one of the best times to put out music posthumously. I think in the past when that happened, it was kind of new, at least for hip hop, and it just everything sounded kind of a little disjointed. But I think now, like you mentioned, even, and not saying to use AI, but just the way to make music now, I think it's a lot easier to put out those posthumous albums and make it sound
You can
good.
definitely be assisted by, right?
Yeah.
The pockets. But yeah, I think now it's accepted, and like you said, it's there's more thought being put into it. It's not just let's just gather these things. It's actually producing it like you would produce a new album. Like we have all of this. It's not like just gather everything you can get and then just put it out. It's selecting the beats that really work and putting the right people on it and actually producing a record, right? As opposed to just throwing something together and putting it out. I believe.
Yeah, I think a lot of that too in the past was just, it was a money grab. Like right now it's really about like creating a legacy and showing that last standing legacy, man. So yeah, that would be.
And I think who did it and kind of who did it perfectly is the last Gang Starr album.
Man, so we on the same page, dude. I literally was thinking that. Yeah. And you know, I'll say this.
The blueprint right there.
I'll say this too. I think as a whole album, I think Premier did good with that. Tribe, when they put out that last album, I thought that was the first time that I heard it done well, like with what Q-Tip had to use. But yeah, when Gang Starr put that album out, a lot of people overlooked how well that album was done with a person who had been passed for almost 12 years at that point. Wow. Yeah.
Mike, I know you got something to say. That was
we on the same page, man.
That was it, right? So that's like that's what I'm striving to do. Something, for it to be on that level, which I believe that we have the capability and we have enough that we can